everybody. Welcome. Oh, wow. I'm about to say our guest will be done when he's finished with the show, but
what's up, guys? What are you doing, man?
Perfect time. We know people are coming in, so we're going to do a little pillow talk real quick, and then we'll get into some Bigfoot stuff.
Oh, pillow talk.
Now, earlier, I did a show today on my horror talk that only a few people came, which is no problem. No problem at all. I did a show called What Does the Crow, the Wraith, and the movie with Clint Eastwood, High Plains Drifter, all have in common. Okay? I did a movie about all three because
they all wear makeup.
All three, they all died. They're all doing revenge. But I was talking about music, right? And I got to ask you guys this. I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie because somebody sent me an email on the side and said, "Hey, Eric, was there any movie that the music pissed you off?" And I said, "Yeah, there was a movie just fucking pissed me off." Have you guys ever seen? Now, for people who are religious, forgive me for this. Forgive me for this. You ever seen a movie with Dennis Quaid called "I Can Only Imagine"?
No.
Okay. Well, it's a true story about this band, this religious band that crossed all. I guess they made like the magic song. They were like a bunch of nobodies until this one song, whatever. So my wife and I were watching it, and I didn't know it was one of those religion kind of movies, but we figured it out. They were like, okay, all right, it's a true story. Let's find out. So we watched the whole movie, and the song's it's called "I Can Only Imagine." So I was thinking the song's gonna be this badass fucking, I don't know, Every Rose Has Its Thorn or something, or Highway to Hell, AC/DC, or I don't know, Leopard, Pour Some Sugar. I mean, something that's going to be like this magical song.
Or like something from the Smiths.
Something from the Smiths, right? So this whole movie, right? And they're going to sell this song to this other musician. She's like, "This song is too good for me to sing. I'm going to give it back to you." So, and then this song came on. Maybe you guys know the song, "I Can Only Imagine." I'm like, this is a piece of shit song. This song wouldn't even fucking make a greatest hit album. This whole movie for this song that made you something? I'm like, God, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. I mean, I was like, God. I mean, I thought it was going to be a ballad at least, I mean, I don't know, Bob. I don't know. I'm not saying Every Rose Has Its Thorn is the best song in the world, but I can see that song making the band big, and this song, I Can Only Imagine. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they would go viral like the Island Boys.
Yeah,
for the worst song ever.
I love those guys.
Yeah, they hit the algorithm just right.
But man, so I looked it up. I'm like, was this song really that big? So I looked it up. Holy shit, it did sell a lot of albums. Like, for this piece of shit song, I'm like, man, I should fucking create a fucking song and come out. I Can Only Imagine. What if I call it What If I Do Imagine? I don't know. Man, it's just I don't know.
It'll probably be better if you sung
it. It's you hate those movies, right? You wait till the end, and it just pisses you off. Like, that's it? That's the song? Fuck, Motley Crue Dirt was much better.
It's like the old joke when you're watching a porno, and then you watch the entire porno, and you realize that the women never entered there was no women involved in the entire porno. You're like, wait a minute. The women never came. The entire porno. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Never did come.
Speaking of some guys in the woods, Matt, you should invite the Island Boys on a Sasquatch adventure. I think that would be an awesome video. Right now, they're kind of down on the algorithm, so you could tell them you could help them out on TikTok, get some clout. I was thinking about doing the same thing with the Florida State football team because a couple of them have TikToks, and I've commented on it, and they commented back. Bring them out for a video. That would be so cool. Me leading the expedition with some like big college football players that don't believe, and then we come across something. That would be really cool. So you should have the Island Boys, and I'm going to pursue the Florida State football team, and then we can all see where it all goes. Everybody,
Listen,
Eric, hit up the Seattle Supersonics. Let's bring back the team.
I'm just more along the lines of maybe going to ask Trump. He lives right down the street from me, so maybe I'll ask Trump.
Nice. Hey, you can always use this. You can use the Island Boys as bait too. You and Zasky could bring him out. Mikey Pipes, he was a TV star too. But yeah, bring him out, and I think the skunk ape would tear those dudes' dreadlocks off. But hey, I sent you those Grisha pictures, and Grisha has dreadlocks too. So honestly, the Island Boys might bring Grisha.
Maybe I don't know.
Bob, it's a real movie. I wasn't lying to you. I can only imagine.
It's on GodTube.
Well, Dennis Quaid plays the father. He beats his kid or whatever, but then he saw God. He becomes a good man or something, and blah blah blah. And then we're the real guy of this real group. Let me see here. A bigger version of the REM guy. And that's just one of those movies that just pissed me off. Like
that guy looks like he smells. He does, right?
Eric, have you seen Pandorum before? The Alien movie with Dennis Quaid in it?
Pandora.
I like Dennis Quaid. He's a good actor.
It's when they're all on a ship and they start going insane and they have Pandorum. And it is really good. It's really scary. And I highly recommend that. And I also recommend The Rookie, where he was a high school baseball coach, and then he tried out, and he became a legendary pitcher. He's a legend. Jim Morris.
3 years ago, he did that kind of a horror movie where he sold this house, and he can never really leave it, and he terrorizes the people who live there now, who he sold it to.
Huh. Wonder what the title of that was.
Damn,
that sounds really cool. I know he was in like The Horseman or something too.
And we actually went to the movies and saw it. We said, "What the hell? We'll just see it." Let me see here. It's called Dennis.
Well, he was just in Midway, right? He was in Midway.
Not entirely sure. I've been on the Midway before though.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid.
American. He's in Blue Miracle. No.
There's Midway.
There's
Dr. Wu.
The Intruder. The Intruder, 2019.
Whoa.
Yeah, he sells it to this couple, but he never leaves. He actually is living in the basement or something. And then he starts to terrorize them. It's called The Intruder, and he was the owner. And what you learn, he killed his wife and stuff. And
Jesus.
Came out a couple of years ago.
What did it get on IMDb? Like a 3.9 or like a 4.7? Scroll up just a little bit.
5.6 out of 10.
5.6. Okay, I'll eat my words. I'll watch it. That's high enough for me to watch it. I know of it because Megan Good. Anybody that's my age, Megan Good. That's good. Matt, 21 Questions. 50 Cent music video.
Yes, sir.
He's the one in it. Yeah.
He
played a pretty good crazy man in it. He wasn't bad.
Honestly, that looks good.
Let's take a moment to just say how well Dennis Quaid is aged.
Yeah, he is.
He's rocking. Whoa.
That's unfair, Don't you agree? That's unfair that some of these people don't fucking age.
I don't age.
No. I have a beard, so I don't age.
You just gotta stay active. Drink 1 cup of hot water a day. Sheila height. It's from the Vananara people. Vana meaning forest, Nara meaning people. They shared it with normal Homo sapiens like us, hot water, and it just spoke to our pineal glands. So, just manifest, I guess, your fast metabolism. Manifest metabolism. That's what I do.
What is Nara? What is Nara?
People. It's a type of people. Vana. It's the forest people. Vana Nara are the forest people.
Okay.
And I forget what country it's based out of, but it's somewhere in Europe. They were hairy people that maybe weren't Sasquatch, but more just like I see them as like forest elves and maybe pixies, but full-size pixies. Maybe what Eve used to be. I was reading a lot of stuff that said Adam and Eve might have been giants. So no surprise that Cain is too.
Yeah, Eric, our dead gay brother his name was. He changed it to a Nara. Remember Nara?
Oh yeah, I don't even know the full.
Actually, it was in the lines of Sasquatch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't even remember the. It kept changing the names until he actually found the one he wanted on the
Nara.
ID.
Anara or Nara? One of the two. Anara. Nara. Yeah.
Trust
cool.
me, guys. We are going to start talking some Bigfoot.
It is Bigfoot.
Like, where's the Bigfoot talk? We are. But I do want to say, I do see normal movies. I went last Friday, saw the movie Dog, about the dog that has PTSD. It was a heartwarming movie.
Wait, what?
You know?
Dog?
called Dog, where the dog is a soldier animal, and the boss.
Oh yeah, with Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah. We went and saw that last Friday. You know,
I was confused by it a little bit. I was like, what kind of Secret Life of Pets snuff film is this?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Have you seen that new one with Eric with Tom Hanks? You know what it's about?
Binge.
A dog. Now, why is there an epidemic
you're
of
talking
dog movies coming out?
about the one for Apple TV.
He builds a robot to take care of a dog.
Cancer.
So the entire movie is like about a robot that is designed to take care of a dog.
Oh, it's a robot dog. Oh, Bob, I call that the pandemic movie where they couldn't have nobody, so they just made this movie because they couldn't have a lot of.
Yeah, well, it's about a dog.
Yeah, and a robot dog. Yeah,
and then Shannon Tatum came out a movie out of the war or whatever, like some kind of crazy, about a dog. So I'm like, remember how you and I noticed there was an epidemic of movies about like everybody's daughter went missing, was kidnapped, and all the bad guys had to go get their daughters back from like every guy, like tough guy had a girl, like a little kid roll with them, like every one of them, like every even The Rock, what's his name that plays the big buff guy on Guardians of the Galaxy. He had
Dave Bautista.
Yeah, you could go back. I'm sure we could just ask Bigfoot and Non, how many movies were these guys with girls?
Oh yeah, they all come to mind. Vin Diesel had one, of course. Liam Neeson had one. Jason Statham. They all were, saving their kids.
And that Clint Eastwood one where he goes to Mexico to pick up the one kid.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called, El Moracho driving.
Yeah, even
Macho.
Even Rambo, right? Rambo. He went down the. I'm like, wait a minute now. There's an epidemic of them.
Wives or whatever she was to daughter. Yeah.
Now we're moving
is Marley and me.
Now we're moving into an epidemic of dog movies. Like you have a protagonist, tough dude or whatever, that's kicking it through the apocalypse or whatever tough times he's having, and he has a dog. So there's the new way.
Like Keanu Reeves and John Wick.
Right? Yes.
Yes, they killed this fucking dog.
Yeah.
A new dog too.
Yeah, you got a new dog.
Bringing back I Am Legend. Maybe the
Yes.
dog.
I Am Legend. What is this? Are we seeing a pattern here? What is there? Some kind of like secret knowledge pattern being passed
Even
around?
in you guys ever watched The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the main characters, Daryl, he gets a dog, and he doesn't have a girlfriend, nothing through the entire thing, but he gets a damn dog.
He gets a dog.
Dog backwards, man. Dog backwards. God.
Right? Wait a minute.
I'll be honest. I actually have my own pandemic dog. He's somewhere back here in the darkness, but he's there.
We got ours. Right one.
Yeah, I actually I adopted him when he was I think it was like 3.5 months. I adopted him from the.
Cool.
Somehow he had made his way all the way from Georgia, bouncing from shelter to shelter to shelter, and didn't get adopted somehow. And I'm like, why? He's a black-mouthed cur, which I just discovered because I was up in Jacksonville, and went to a Walmart, and there was this dude sitting out with at the Walmart that had like it was with a black-mouthed cur, and it had like looked exactly like it. I'm like, sir, can you tell me what kind of dog this is? They just told me it was a lab mix. I thought he was cute, so I adopted him.
Yeah,
and he's like, dude, these are the most awesome dogs ever. I invested $36,000 into getting my dog every possible certification it can get.
nice.
Because this thing can rescue me from a burning building. They can sniff out bombs, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, yeah. He goes, they're really insanely smart. And I'm like, well, that makes sense.
Was the dog for you or for your child?
I mean, I guess it was for everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't want another dog. My daughter kept bitching and crying her mom for a dog. We end up getting the dog, and the fucking dog likes me the best. The dog follows me everywhere to go. It's like
dogs
it's like
don't
I
always
got a
like
dog.
here.
So, like, we had every intention of getting a family dog, and I mean, he for the most part, he is a family dog. He's really good with the baby, and you know, he's a great dog. He drives me absolutely insane because he's like my shadow. Everywhere I go, he is right next to me, and you know, like the first time that I ever left him with my brother, he was upset. And I mean, like he was crying for my brother called me. He's like, dude, I don't know what is wrong with your dog, but ever since you walked out that door, he's been so depressed and so upset that you left him. He goes, he goes, I don't know if I could ever watch him for you again. He was keeping his kids up, and like it was. I mean, he's better with it now, but yeah, he's gonna be really upset next week.
I give my dog a little whipped cream upstairs. And when he starts licking the whipped cream, I go sneak out the door, come downstairs for the show.
Yeah,
I don't want it that long.
Yeah,
I gotta ask you, Matt.
What's up?
What's with the darkness? I watch all your shows, and it's always dark for you. It's like, is it the image of the darkness, or is it people are sleeping in your house and you want to keep it dark?
All right. Honestly, it's I find it much because I don't have a green screen. I don't have an actual green screen. Yeah. So whenever I try to use the StreamYard virtual background, it like fucks up for some reason. Why? I don't know. So I normally will have the dark background just in the event that like somebody walks out behind my, you know, because a lot of the times my cat will jump all over me in the middle of a stream. The dog will be walking around chasing him, but with the dark screen, you guys don't really have to see all that stuff. You know, it's just something that's like, I figured the darkness would be a little less distracting, you know?
That's good. I always do mine. My nights are always in the dark. I
Yeah,
just
man.
don't have the equipment. I'm not going to go waste money. If you got a good voice, you got a good story, you got a good conversation piece going, you don't need all the equipment.
Yeah, man, you could be sitting there at a fucking strip club and, right. You know, you could be talking like the best shit, and people would be like, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got like strippers upside down twirling around you and stuff. And
you see me sometimes. I'm helping customers while doing
the
podcast.
He does, yeah.
Connor's sitting there smoking bowls and eating snacks and shit.
I'm able to mute it too when I'm eating the crackers, and when I cough, I mute it. You know, radio ready. I was on podcast since Blog Talk Radio, calling it from my flip phone, like a 12-digit number, being like ring, ring, ring. Wait 15 seconds, then the show starts. So this StreamYard stuff is so nice and easy that we can drink the limited edition. Shout out Evan D.
When I used to work for the radio station, just to get on freaking air, it was just this massive 3-tiered table of fucking switches and dials for audio and all this stuff. Now it's all click, 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 click. Man, this is the easiest I've ever had doing any sort of live show ever. And guess what? I can say whatever I want on here. You know what I mean? And I don't have to worry about the FCC messing me up, because they used to mess me up all the time.
Dude, speaking of shows,
what's
that
up?
last one, bro. Whoa, that was some crazy stuff. He had some awesome pictures.
Listen, man, we're gonna be doing a part 2, and we're gonna be doing it like soon. It like, you have to understand, we got through like maybe 20 of the slides. He sent me almost 80.
Wow.
This dude, Brian Bland, you guys need to check him out. I've been like on the sly watching him for a while and like keeping him in the back of my mind as a guest. He is on another level. Like we talked about at the end of the show tonight. We barely 2 hours in, and we barely scratched the surface of what this guy, and he is like 100% like on my type of vibrations. Like, not only is he a believer, not just a believer, but like an experiencer, a knower for his own self, you know, because we can only talk about our own experiences and stuff. But extraterrestrials, paranormal, Sasquatch, and how it all correlates. This guy is on that vibration, you know, and it is. It was truly an honor to have him on. It's truly an honor to have him back on for the show and do some more, man. It was really fun, man. It like look, like I know that a lot of the Sasquatch people, man, they don't want to hear this stuff. They don't want to accept some of these things that we were talking about in this show. But dude,
well, there's a connection now that people have to get over. I know a lot of Sasquatchers, and I went to school for archaeology, anthropology, and geneticists are involved. Now you've got the elongated skulls that actually have real DNA done. They're now the arguments are they're a separate species of human, but they also are reminiscent of the Sasquatch, legendary large skulls, who are also elongated.
There we go.
Also elongated. And so they're starting to say, wait a minute, there's a connection between these two. There is now UFOs, alien, whatever. There is a connection now.
Elongated skulls, right? Which Dr. Wu, you already know what this. You probably already know where I'm going with this. Elongated skulls mean a larger brain capacity, which means that somebody who is not like us and having our brains constantly flooded with garbage that we see on the internet and on our phones and on TV, and they have to sit there and the time to tap into those brain functions that they have. Who knows what kind of vibrations these guys could be hitting?
Oh, fuck.
Think of it. All right, so we only if I believe I remember correctly, we only access like 15 or 10 or 15% of our brains.
Yeah.
And we're supposedly super smart apex predator of the earth, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Yes, yeah, allegedly. And if we could only just get to like maybe like 20, 30, 40 freaking percent, and who knows, these guys could have the ability to hit 100% of their brains at any given moment, man.
Yeah, like a Sasquatch. They can be hidden in fucking plain sight. They can manipulate your mind.
Listen, I've talked to some guys, and the guy that I'm going to have on next week, he's right up this alley too. One of the things that I really like about Brian and this guy is that they're willing to come on and they're willing to talk about these experiences, and they're not going to tell you they're not going to embellish, and they're not going to tell anything that wasn't their own experience. Like, they're not going to say, oh yeah, I was using telepathy with them, and like we like fucked in an orgy in my mind, and like they're not going to say crazy ass shit. They're going to tell you exactly like it is. Yeah. And you can take it or you can leave it for whatever you believe. But
it's got a lot of photos.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, there's even more, and we're gonna get into them. And dude, like it was. Yeah. If you,
I didn't get to see the whole thing because I've been off and on. But when you, how do you like? When you have these guys on and you're asking them questions about the photos and all that, is there a point where you're telling yourself he might be the real deal? He might really be truthful, or you get some people on and in back of your mind, I know you can't say it because you got to be a good host, but you're like, this guy's wacko, this guy's crazy, but it's not like this guy. You really feeling it with him.
All right. So here's the thing, man. One of the things that I like to do is if I'm going to have somebody on, I like to get to know them a little bit before I reach out to people like a month in advance and set up a time. And between that month,
3 days in advance.
Look, I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with you got hey, listen, stuff falls in and out all the time, and I know you, dude. You're always working on like 1,000 different shows at once. So like, hey, I get it. You're busy as hell, just like I'm busy as hell. So it doesn't bother me when people will say, hey, listen, man, do you think you can come on my show tonight? Cool, sure, man. But the way I like to set up my shows, especially when I'm interviewing someone that I don't like. If I was Gypsy, if I had a show next week and like somebody popped off my show, I'd be like, hey man, you want to hop on real quick? Because I know you, I know your vibes, I know your vibrations, right? And through these, I hate, as much as I hate to say, like, I kind of pre-screen people, but I'm glad that I do, because I've had some potential guests that I've had to completely freaking cancel. Because it was just not gonna work, and I knew it from the second that we got on the phone. I could feel their vibes, I could feel their vibrations, I could feel their intents, and it just wasn't going to work. And I'm not going to have people on my show that I can't vibe with. Now, don't get me wrong, I will have people on my show that say things that I don't personally agree with.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not going to sit there and be biased, but as long as I can feel and get the vibe that they're a decent and honest person, and that they're truly just trying to express themselves and what they know and create awareness in the subject. Listen, man, like I've had science. You guys have seen my show. I've had a ton of science guys on so far. I don't have no problem with the. Oh well, yeah.
I'm that shit crazy.
No, that shit crazy is right up the paranormal highway alley.
You know what? I would. Bob and I, we used to get some nuts, and we knew they're nuts. We wanted some nuts on because I like to see how far we could push a nut.
Yeah. I'm like, go. Wait, so what? There's an angel that's sleeping with you now in your room, and your father is involved with this. The whole family is getting in. What is this, Lot? Is this like the story from
Listen,
Lot?
man, crazy people give good ratings. Okay? They give great ratings. You'll have like the craziest mother effer in the on YouTube that YouTube has to offer, and he'll come on your show, and the next thing you know, you get like thousands of views. Then you have the person that you really want to have on, that you really find interesting, and it gets like you got like 5 people in the live chat, and you're rocking it for 2 hours. 5 people.
They're bored.
You know, it's just the way she blows. There's no other way to say it. You know, it's just the freaking algorithm, man, and like what people want, the drama people want, the wild people want to hear. All right, but here's the thing, though. When it comes to the Bigfoot community, if you're in the science camp, you only want to hear the crazy new things and the crazy people that are on the science side. If you're in the woo camp, you only want to hear the craziest of the fucking woo. That's it. That's it. You can't. But a science person is going to bore the people who are, who are more interested in the woo, and vice versa. And it's sad. It's sad, and that's why I try to bring a little bit of everybody onto the show. I try to.
Crazy do pop up the views.
They really do. They really do. You know, and that's why probably tonight, Gypsy's going to have a lot of views because I'm on here.
Yeah.
Bob and I used to have a guy that came on with us. I'm not going to give his name out. And we started learning this guy's full of shit because he wanted to show his face to us. And I'll have my glasses on or something, sunglasses, and he'll come up and go, guys, I have my sunglasses on too. I didn't know he's going to have his on.
That's so weird.
I was like, Bob's like, wow, that's amazing. We're all
you
like,
didn't know I was going to wear sunglasses, even though these are medical glasses. I would be wearing my medical glasses. No, I didn't know you were going to have your sunglasses on. Oh, okay. I've only been known to ever have these on. Like, okay. Eric, he had the way of the future. He could sense things.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's like, it got kind of old after a while. I was like, oh, shit. Wow, you're wearing a red shirt? I didn't know I was wearing a red shirt. Like, okay. All right.
I was just reading about that today.
Gypsy, we're both wearing hats. We are so linked that we knew that we should both wear hats tonight, even though we both wear hats on our own freaking shows every single Wednesday. It's a mirror. Connor, where's your hat, bro? Come on.
It's
Gotta get
I'll get it.
No, you don't have to get up. You're enjoying your life. Do it, man.
I absolutely love the dynamic.
I gotta go to the fridge in a second because me and Dr. Wu are celebrating St. Patty's Day, man. This is my holiday. Connor Flynn, this is Irish as it gets. And the leprechauns and the giants and the banshees of Ireland. Oh, man. It's only 26 minutes away for some of us. It's already here for some of you.
You know ask Matt this because Matt, Nona Boss is your mom, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Somewhat. Is she not your mom?
No, she is my mom. I'm just playing around.
Yeah.
How fucking cool is it to have a mom who supports what you're doing and actually, if I'm correct, she goes on some adventures along with you on your research, correct?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, how fucking cool is that? Now, Bob and I would never know because I think the first time we seen our mom, I think we were over 18.
Yeah.
Too late for that.
I was like, Eric's graduating. I said, Eric, your mom's here. You're
All
graduating.
right. So to answer your question,
What temperature? I
Uh,
gotta check my temperature for Chad.
yeah, put a thermometer in your.
No. I got an app that tells me.
Oh, perfect. You know, it's funny. We have apps that tell us everything now.
Yes. I got my free Obama phone today. I was really happy.
What's an Obama phone? Is that like the Bat phone?
No, you don't know what an Obama phone is. And I'm not being
No.
sarcastic or making fun of anybody. It's just the nickname. There's a free phone service that's been, I know about everything. It's been going around the United States, and you can get a free phone
135.
with free minutes. Everything.
Huh.
Internet. Free.
Wow.
Like, I have a phone that I could call somebody. I'm not paying for anything.
well,
no
I
internet.
need to maybe get that. I need a burner phone.
Yeah, you just got to be like destitute or come. You just got to qualify, and it's not hard to qualify. You can qualify easy. Just say some shit. I always tell people, listen to me. This is the secret. There's this site called oh god, I forgot the name of it. I have to give it to Eric to put out, but it's they make fake things, and you can get fake transcripts from college or fake degrees. A magic mill, like magicmill.com or whatever. Now, they got to pay for it. Again, it's fraud, so you're frauding people for using it, but that's up to you. But you could take your camera and snap a shot of your transcripts without actually paying for them. They'll give you a sample of what your transcripts look like. So you snap pictures of it, and so everybody accepts pictures now on their phone. So when you go to qualify as a student, like all of my YouTube channel, I'm like, I'm a student. Well, send us proof. Okay, I took a picture of the thing on the internet. There's my transcripts. I'm in college now. Send it over. So I paid $6 for my.
You do have a college degree. I'm like, why you got to fake?
Yeah, well, no,
you
got to
gotta
be
show that you're a
actively-
college student now.
You can pay, like, YouTube only costs $6 if you're a student. You know, the whole package deal. So I just go to the internet and take pictures of student shit. Like, you're still an active
But
student.
Bob, most of those sites, all they want is to see if you have a college email address.
Yeah.
Like I still have mine from my college.
Yeah.
It's so good. I will send that to get my discount.
Yeah, or if you're like, you want to be a doctorate, so you go to that thing, you have a doctorate paper certificate made for you, you snap a shot of it. That's me. And then all your transcripts to follow it up. You don't have to download and pay hundreds of dollars. You just take pictures. That's me, and qualify for all kinds of shit. I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
Free phone, free internet,
But let me
free
ask you, let
electricity.
me go back to Matt for a sec. So Matt, when you go on a when you're gonna pick a kind of a research, is there ever a time that you might think it's too dangerous for your mom to come with you or something like that? Because I don't know, like how involved is she helping with the research, or is it just time to time? Because she's a cool person to even support
All right.
you and believe in that. Most people don't have parents, don't give a shit about their kids after.
Is she with
they're over
you now?
18.
No, I mean,
Okay.
she's not here. We don't live together.
I thought she's like living with you. How they like?
No. We used to. I currently no. I mean, it's fine. She bought this house that I'm living in right now, and I rented from her. You know, when she first bought it, I moved in, and we lived together for about a year. All right, to answer your question, Gypsy, there are a couple places where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable bringing anybody there.
Like a bathroom.
Yeah, it's just one of those probably depending on the time of the day, it might not be as bad, but there's a couple places that I've been to that I just would never. I honestly wouldn't bring anybody that I care about. And the reason I say that is not
Like,
because
come on, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a
Like,
bathroom for me.
listen, we the stuff that I've got down here so far, I've been a part of 2 expeditions with Crypto Reality and Mark Zasky and them, and those places that they brought me to were really wild. Like, and I say really wild because especially the first one, And the first one was actually, you know, you guys can take this story however the hell you want it. I don't care, but this is the reality of the story. So one of the things that I've been doing and working on is that I've been trying to manipulate paranormal divination techniques and using that towards trying to predict where and when and how I'm going to have a Sasquatch experience. And that's what's going to be in the film that we're going to be shooting, because Connor and I, Connor was a part of the baby. Connor was a part of step one. I had the idea, and then Connor was part of the first time it really came to fruition, when I really put practical application to it. And it just so happened to be, Pan was also summoned the night before, and there's some, it got wild. It got fucking wild.
Did you guys get naked and have orgies and stuff?
No. Stacey Brown released this film called the Skunk Ape Experiments at the Great Florida Bigfoot Convention that we had, and he released it. And at the end of the film, they're doing this serious freaking chant to summon Pan. And they literally said at the end of the film, like, now that you've heard this, you're a part of this. And I was like, oh my god, this is just gonna make tomorrow even more freaking crazy. And then it was.
And people out there, Pan is not the devil. It's a different mythology.
No, yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Mythology. I understand. Christians, relax. It's a different mythology. Go ahead, man.
All right. Real quick, Gypsy, do you mind if we take like 9 minutes?
Yeah.
For everybody. Hey, Connor, are you cool with me showing the Colt Creek footage?
Yeah, man. I'm down for anything. It'll be a cool teaser for our film.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm honored.
All right.
I'm honored.
All right. Let me find it.
Holy shit.
All right.
I thought you were about to say you need to take 9 minutes and you're going to come back.
No. You're gonna need.
I'm like, we don't give our guests break.
Honestly, the view of it was maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Like, so I'll stop it like 6 or 7 minutes in. But yeah, let me see if I can pull this bad boy up.
Oh my god, you're doing this?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's great, he is.
Listen,
now.
Listen, I've been very secretive about this stuff because I was going to put it into the film, but then I realized, you know what? Like, what's the point? Like, let's do a little bit of a teaser for it. Like, I was thinking about turning this into a full-blown teaser, like, trailer for what we're going to do to, like, just kind of keep people interested or whatever. So, I mean, it was going to get released soon anyway. So why not here on the Paranormal Highway?
What real Bigfoot community watches us anyway? So it's not like nobody's gonna see it.
I wouldn't watch us.
Hey, listen, the people. There's some Bigfoot people in here. They're watching. They're lurking. I know they are.
I know those people are in there right now. They're all.
There's a lot of them.
And just to lay the groundwork for the area, Colt Creek is in the Green Swamp, which is in Central Florida. Tim T, the Mid-Florida team, Central Florida Bigfoot. Max Powers came down from Northeast America. Chris Connor calls it Skinwalker Swamp. There's been a lot of people that have gone missing in the area. They even have a zoo in the area, so there is zebras, lions, and exotic animals that just, share vibrations with that area. We found crazy camouflage-colored hair on barbed wire fence when we're out there. But when we were out there with Matt, it was right after the conference, right after one of my bucket list days. And again, like just having real life friends like Matt and Nana Boss, and then them linking up with Gypsy Road and Dr. Wu, like this is so surreal for me this whole time, and all of these vibrations going into the forest and carrying it to. Right. And then Tim Fasano, he was an awesome skunk ape researcher. He just recently passed away. Colt Creek was one of his main areas. We use like these wooden bats and these like stump knockers, whatever Matt has a nickname for. But Tim Fasano, he would run into these trees full speed with his shoulder and shoulder it, and that's how he would call the Sasquatch. So he had a unique connection to the area, and I said it right on the beginning of our hike, like, you know, this is dedicated a little bit to Tim Fasano and everybody else. And then Dave Shealy was just on Matt's show and was talking about Tim Fasano, so it's all full circle. And I met Matt and Nana Boss right away at Mayaka. They helped me out of my car and to set up my tent. And honestly, I still have Matt's number saved in my phone as Matt and Marty, which is Nana Boss's name. And it's so funny because I talk to Matt probably more than I talk to like 90% of people. I call him like 4 times a week, and we chat and BS and challenge each other, and I love it. And we hype each other up, and we give each other all this evidence behind closed doors. It's amazing stuff, and it's just such a cool friendship. And to be able to go out in the forest and be seeking these magical beings and be able to bridge it with your friends is so cool. But yeah, this was all very authentic and in the moment, and we were not scared at all. There was no sense of terror or dread. We shared the swamp with these forest beings. The elementals were out there. Kat is Matt's wife. She was out there, and then Nana Boss was behind us. We got it recorded on multiple platforms. We're super excited to break it down. Man, I'm really, it's surreal, all of this.
All right. Hey, Gypsy, do me a favor. Pull me out and then bring me back in.
Okay.
Ah, shit, we lost him. We'll just continue the show without him.
You
Oh,
want me to
shit.
kick you out? Like, kick you out? Or just...
I don't know. Dude, I don't know what's going on, but anytime that I want to put something on a screen, it's not letting me, man.
That's our channel.
It was happening to me on my. Oh, it was happening on my channel too. Just this.
Well, I could
just
try
this.
kicking you out, and you could just...
Kick me out all the way, and I'll hop back in.
Okay. Guys,
You must have
fuck
pictures
man.
of
Let's
hair.
kick him out, guys. That's right now. Let's kick him out. Let's kick him out.
Kick him out. I vote kick him out.
Yeah.
God, thank fucking God, man. Whew, that was boring. I don't know how you guys doing.
I like this. This is all the teaser. It's end up not gonna work, and you guys are all super excited. And Melissa,
He's back.
oh my gosh,
What is this crap? Hold on. Let me try it this way.
Internet porn does that to me too. That's
Dude,
what
I can't get enough of it. I'm
yeah,
just
oh,
joking.
many channels. We won't go through the channels on it. We'll make a separate channel for that. All the channels to go through.
All right, let me see if.
Don't go to this one.
All right, let me try it this way again. Man, this is gonna be really crappy if I can't.
no, Matt. I was saying it when you bounced out. Like that's the perfect teaser. You know, I feel bad for everybody else, but hey,
Crap,
You'll
man.
find it.
What is going on?
it's magnificent, guys. It's
I-
awesome. Matt
I
has a connection with the forest, guys, and I'm just a Sasquatch researcher, investigative journalist. You know, I put myself outside the circle of society, and to be out in the forest with Matt and to witness his connection with these elementals is definitely something special, man. And to witness the evolution as well as just camping with Matt, him still being on his P's and Q's on that camp out though, and recording. You know, he had 3 knocks. Some samurai chatter, something threw acorns at both of our tents, something was walking outside of our tents.
Nice.
So there is something attracted to Matt, Nana Boss, and my goofy butt.
I wonder
Nice.
if it'll work if I add Matt to like a co-host, and maybe that'll give him the power to do what he needs to do on StreamYard.
I mean, it's hold on. Let me see if this will work. Because if let me see. See, no, yeah, no, it's letting me. It's all right. Yeah, it's letting me do all this crazy crap. So
Oh, here we go.
Inception, baby. You remember when they're walking and they see the mirrors and it's like infinite
I'm
reality?
sucked into it.
You know?
so it will let me. Come on, man. I've done this before. It sucks.
Oh, I can't bite nobody else. Oh, never mind.
That sucks. Probably got
Green
footage
Swamp
of
is a
it.
magical place, guys. When I lived in Lakeland, and then my mom lived here in the Panhandle where I live now, I would have to drive through and pass Colt Creek so many times. And it's on the western side, the west track, and there's been so many Sasquatch encounters, and there have been crash planes in the Green Swamp, hidden treasure. Caves that's like the beginning of the caves in Florida, right at the Green Swamp.
All right,
And
so
sadly, a lot of illegal aliens have gone missing as well.
all right, so what I'm doing is I'm emailing it to Gypsy right now, and then he's gonna so that way you can just open it up and play it through a Google link. I'm waiting for it to finish loading. It's like it's like halfway, close to halfway there.
No problem.
So we'll just sit here and shoot the shit a little bit more until it's ready.
Well, we're gonna treat it like the Pamela and Tommy Lee video, and we're gonna sell it individually.
You know what? I haven't
taking
watched
it
the
from
whole
you.
series, right? I was actually watching the Tom and her show on Hulu.
Yeah, I was too.
He actually was talking to his penis on the show. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the? You know?
It's bad. Well,
know,
Seth Rogen was in it. That's why I liked it.
I don't
Seth
know
Rogen's
what's
the
true
actor.
and what's not, but if any part of that show is true, no offense, Tommy Lee's a fucking asshole. I mean, they just pulling guns out on his workers and
Took their money, took their tools. I would have stole the tape too. I've been pissed. Those are my tools, and you owe me $6,000. Was it $7,000? Yeah.
Hey Gypsy, I think I figured it out. Hold on,
Okay.
let me try it this way.
Anyway, there we go.
Ah, there you go.
Do we own it yet, Eric?
Oh.
We own it. Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna have to put the volume all the way up. Everybody, if you got some headphones, put them on.
Definitely put some headphones on.
Volume's all the way up. Okay.
I'm gonna mute.
We have to give you commentary the entire time. I'm joking.
2. Did you make that sound, Matt? He didn't.
So we heard knocks in the distance.
They're still going.
Could be bucks and rut. I'm just saying it could be a couple of deers in rut fighting. Did you guys bring a 30-06 or a rifle? You guys have your tags?
No, we don't hunt.
Oh shit.
I heard a whistle.
Is this the same way you summon Pan?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
And
summon Pan.
it's a bit hard to hear, but it's responding back to all Matt's calls. And we're going to clean up the audio in the documentary so it's extra clear.
Pretty clear now. I'm deaf too.
No, I heard it.
Coming to the left. It's coming around us to the left.
And we'll show the sound waves, so it will show each one on the screen as well. We'll edit that in. And then you can see that I'm recording and Matt's recording, and this is from Nana Boss's perspective.
Yeah, man. Like, how do I cut that out? Hold on.
Yeah, your audio is a little rough, Matt. So it was a
Is
little
it
rough
really?
timing. Yeah, you can
It's
hear
rough right now?
Yeah, just you can hear the static. You know, your mic is just super loud and sensitive, I think.
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
And originally, during the first knocks,
Is this better?
Kind of.
Is this better? I had my mic volume up high because he was telling me he couldn't hear me. My bad.
It's a little better for sure.
Okay.
So you're rocking the Gators.
No, those that's just big, tall rubber boots.
Oh, well, yeah, Gators. Well, we call them Gators.
Yeah, in Florida, the Gators go all the way up.
All
to
the
your
way up.
neck.
Yeah, they go all the way up to your
okay,
armpit.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm used to the British version. Cover your calf.
But the footage is very groundbreaking. When you can hear it, when it's broken down, if you put headphones in, you can definitely hear it. There's like 8 or 9 interactions back and forth that Matt knocks, it knocks, and then Matt knocks something different. It challenges Matt with something more creative. And with my footage, I'm right behind it, and you can literally see the vibrations. And the cool thing with Nana Boss, she got it all like, oh, man. And then a couple minutes later, then we moved forward, and you could tell that they were moved already to the left. And then a couple minutes later, a huge knock comes from deep in the woods, and we think that was from the mother calling the little ones in.
What was interesting about that was that it was right after we did those howls. We just did those howls. There was one long one way off in the distance, and then all activity just stopped. They just completely stopped.
It was right after my phone died, too. But luckily, I had the GoPro going. But I remember talking to your mom and Kat, because Kat was recording on TikTok Live, and it just died randomly with like 103 people currently in there. And I was like, dang it, what's up? Because it went from like 12 to 0 real quick. And then, sure enough, all the knocks started coming in. And, yeah, it's groundbreaking. And that, I guess, is a perfect teaser.
All right,
because I can't wait to see it.
So to give you a little bit, all right, so you watched what just happened there, right?
Yeah.
So the 2 nights in a row, the Friday and that was on a Sunday morning, the Friday night and the Saturday night before, I sat there and asked Dowsing Rods if that's what was going to happen, if we were going to have a Sasquatch encounter, if, you know, were we going to get audio, were we going to get it on video, were we going to get photographs, were we going to, were they going to try and communicate with us in some sort of way? And it answered all those questions for us. I already knew that this stuff was going to happen before it happened. I didn't tell Connor exactly what was going to happen, but I told him that he should come with me. We're going to have a really wild experience. That's all he knew for the most part. And I told him that I made a video, and I'll show you the video after we go. And you see how that it happened.
Yeah.
And I literally have it on recording. I recorded the one from the night, the first Friday night when I was playing around and asking the questions. I wasn't sure what I was going to get, so I wasn't recording. The second night when I asked the questions, I recorded it. So that way I'd have proof that it can for sure predict what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's
Did you dream what was going to happen?
So, 2 nights in a row.
No.
Did you guys spend a night there too? Like, did you guys sleep?
No.
Yeah.
No. We were staying in hotels and stuff.
Oh, hotels?
Oh, I thought you guys were sleeping out there.
No, we went there for the Lakeland conference. And
okay.
Okay.
For
It's
whatever.
Eric. Eric and myself, my dad, we slept for like several days. We're like, huh? We gotta stay here? Yeah, we're gonna sleep here. Okay. 10 days.
we don't get hotels.
We don't get hotels. It's like,
We're all for camping out in the green swamp, but just how it timed up. He and his mom had a hotel. They ended up giving one to Stevie B,
Nice.
just so they could make it to the swamp early. And then I stayed with Tim T. But what's crazy is that morning, Matt had breakfast with Stacy Brown, and just really cool for them to have, because we're all friends and family down here in Florida swamp. It's not like Washington and up in Canada where everybody's at their neck. Like we fam down here in Florida. But I had an awesome morning with BF Bud, Flat Rock Booger, Danielle Lundy, Tim T, and Winnette. And what an awesome morning. And then, Matt was eating breakfast with Stacy and stayed at the hotel for the conference. So, it is hotels and stuff, but it was the
you're
official
there for the
hotel.
conference.
Yeah, the conference.
I thought you guys went there for just a
Ram Mayor, Lauren Coleman,
Lauren
and then
Coleman.
RPG, bunch of legends,
Al
So,
Peralco.
Man,
Yeah,
I can
man.
imagine 4 of us camping out there. In the
Yes.
middle of the forest. Holy shit, that was
We'll
so
need
fun.
lots of alcohol. We'll need some micro dosing. Be lots of dancing naked. Lots of complete debauchery of times we'll have out
See,
there.
See, Bob's not kidding.
Require a small trip to a whorehouse in the middle of the night. We'll be right back. We'll be back fast.
See, Bob's not kidding. If we go up there, right? Say our family's up there, and we want to do some UFO watching at night, or try to go out in the woods in the middle of the night for Bigfoot. 80% of the people up there is already drunk, and we're not joking. I mean, people.
Well, that's what you hear.
Get up and they start drinking. It's like you can't research with my family because
Yeah, well,
They're
that's when you start
already
hearing them.
that's
Like,
when the
because you're
research
loud.
starts.
When you're loud in a camp, you irritate all the animals. You irritate the shit. Now, you're not listening. We're not hunting for anything, so we're just having a good time. And you start hearing them yapping and yelling out there and knocking. We're like, it's the other camp. They're pissed. Crank that song louder. We'll really have a battle later. Everyone's drunk in the mountains camping. Like, you're thinking like you're Viking. You might just raid their camp with your small hatchets. But you realize that there is nobody camping down there. You go look, there's nobody. There is knocking coming from that dark bush area down in there in the middle of the night.
Well, this is a true story. Where Bob's at, our cousin, me and him were driving up there to the mountains where they're all at, and I bought this beautiful bottle of brandy, good ass brandy, and we're like,
Good bottle.
I was telling my cousin, we get up there, they're gonna be out of beer. They're gonna be out. They're gonna steal our brandy. We better start drinking it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend anybody do this. We're a lot younger. We get up there. We finally reached the camp spot. We were so fucked up. We passed out. And then we woke up. All the brandy and alcohol that I brought up, they stole it. Everybody at that camp spot stole my stuff because I said I was right. They were out of it.
Yeah. It was borrowed, not stolen, though.
Dude.
And there was a IOU piece of paper written in there.
Guys, we have an uncle, right? Our uncle knows what kind of people Bob and all them are, right? So they took their ice chest and he tweaked the ice chest. So every time you open it, it made this ugliest noise you ever heard. On purpose, because he knew once they go to sleep, they're going to steal the alcohol out of their ice chest. So he fucking rigged it. So when that noise goes off, he goes out and says, "Get the fuck away from my ice chest."
Yeah, he's smart. He packed it with salt. He would rub like a salt paste on he'd have an ice chest in Old Coleman with the metal hinges, but he salt rubbed them. And you're like, how does he get that noise, man? Fucking inside rust. He'd stuff them with salt. So when you use his ice, it goes, God, that's annoying. You should fix that or buy a new one. Oh, no, nobody stole this beer. You guys are young. You need to write these things down. You go Sasquatch hunting all the time. Your
I
mom
like it.
already
I like it 100%. I'm more, I'll put little traps by my ganja. They can take the beers.
Rust your little case. Hey, I hear that.
Save the ganja for the circle, bro. Don't steal it in the middle of the night.
Get out of my weed. Yeah, that's a crime.
Or the shroomies.
Get out of my shroom.
Don't worry, guys. Matt Connor already sent another letter to Discovery Plus to give us our own show so we can actually do this and get sponsored.
Soon. We're going to have our own show.
I'm expecting to get an answer soon.
You guys need to bring lots of condoms, lots of beer. I would choose the type of whiskey to start now. Like, 'cause not everybody can drink whiskey as a kid. You got to practice. You got to pick one and stick with it. And I'm a tequila guy. Most white people won't go there, but I've been there, so I only drink tequila.
Most white people.
They don't go there. No, they don't. No. They get sick and they're like, they give up. See, the thing about tequila has two parts when you get drunk with tequila. First one is you're messed up so bad that you're sick the next day, like you drank chemical poison. But what you need to do is get up that first morning and have another shot immediately, even though you're hungover. Just keep drinking tequila the second day, even though you're hungover. And then it becomes a food group. After that, it's no problem. You can be a white guy and drink tequila, no problem.
Hope you guys learned something today.
You got to get on the horse twice. You got to get back on the horse.
It's like drinking yourself sober.
So then we're gonna have a great kick. You guys still have a launch date you're kind of shooting for? I know it's not rocket science. It's going to take a lot of work, but you guys still have a timetable that
it'll be out. The full film will be out before summer.
Oh, wow. Summertime. There we go.
That's soon.
That's like, well, yeah, it's almost spring.
Well, the whole thing is that, like, I've been telling everybody that once I'm done getting all the final bits of footage together, I'm going to be doing my one show on Wednesdays, and that's it. The rest of the nights of the week, I work like an animal.
Nice.
Are you going to try to see if, I don't know, a network or something might want your
we're going to put it up. We're going to try and put it on Amazon Prime.
If you make money from it, you should, because that's going to allow you to do more things, explore more. So
get a sponsor.
All right. All I'm going to say is that if in a week and a half it goes the way that it's predicted to go, you guys are going to see something
cool. And you're going to wear the gaiters.
Bob,
you're going to wear the gaiters.
Bob, you know what's going to happen, Bob? This is going to happen. Those two motherfuckers are going to be the hugest people on earth. They're going to forget all about us.
Yes.
It's going to be the same thing as that other buddy, Bob, that came to our channel, and then he gets to deal with some kind of streaming. He never talks to us again. Just leave them.
I was kind of mad. I was like, dude, you got a thing connection with it. I'm never talking to you guys again. And as long as you have Bob on your show.
The email he sends me, nobody's going to understand your guys' channel. That's why you're never going to make it or nothing. Like, whoa, dude, where does this come from? You get one little streaming thing? So is that going to happen with Connor and Matt? But
no.
They're going to have to prove
they'll be famous.
That they're going to be the same two guys that we know.
Yeah, it's going to be Matt and Connor at the Eyes Wide Shut parties.
Nona Boss says it won't happen.
No, they're going to be at the Eyes Wide Shut parties, both Matt and Connor. They're going to be wearing masks. It's going to be like people like pounding each other in rooms. Let's go this way, man. We're famous. We're going to go to the other famous rooms where they're all like, Eyes Wide Shut party kind of stuff. Secrets that we'll learn.
And Matt Connor, we're not joking. We actually had a guy that we were his first guest appearance was our channel. We were invited to his channel, and then he gets to deal with a streaming service for horror movies, not the AMC one, not the good one, but a lower one. As soon as he's got it, bam, we were out of his life like nothing. I mean, I don't think
it's him. I had a good heart. He had a good heart. He got a lawyer, and when you're that good, no, really, when you guys become that famous, you get lawyers, and lawyers will say, "Hey, man, I know you guys. We got a nice channel here." But those guys don't look good for business. You don't want to have them on your stream. We don't want them as a group watching you. We want them as a group. There's your target audience. We want them.
Well, the idea is that we're gonna release what happens, like minimal editing, very minimal editing, maybe like adjusting audio levels here and there. Maybe some very small color, and that's gonna be it. Like for lighting and things like that. Other than like in transitions, like I want this film to be as real as it possibly can. And the idea is that hopefully it spreads around enough to piss enough people off for two different things. One, this is just a really big hope, is that I hope the government looks at it and comes and like knocks on my door, because I'm gonna have a camera. I'm gonna have a camera rolling.
Hide one too outside where they can't see it.
I'm gonna have the live stream going. You guys are gonna see a random Squatch in Florida's live, and I'm gonna have it pointed towards my door, and I'm gonna be in my living room, and they're gonna snuff me out. That's the number one hope. And then everybody who's watching this show right now will know what happened to me by the end of next year.
Wow.
And the two is that I hope that this is gonna I don't want to settle any debates. I think debates are good. I think debates are healthy. Skepticism is healthy. Right?
Yes.
I firmly believe all that stuff. But I hope that what is going to happen is that these people who say that there's absolutely nothing paranormal or supernatural about Sasquatch, they open their minds a little bit. Now, I was about to say another few choice words, but I want them. The main goal is I hope that they open their minds and see something different. Because I'm telling you, when people realize that they can take some dowsing rods and communicate with Sasquatch, where they can find them, where it'll actually point out where Sasquatch are in your film.
Nice, dude.
I'm talking about I sit in front of my computer and I ask which ones have the evidence and which ones don't, and it tells me which files to go through. If I take my rods and I tell them to point to where the Sasquatch is, it'll point it to where it is in the film.
Perfect.
When people realize how useful this could freaking be for getting the answers, but here's the thing. You can't just grab a set of dowsing rods and expect that they're going to work for you 90% of the time. You have to put your energy into it. You have to meditate. You have to be on a spiritual path. You have to raise your frequencies. You have to raise your vibrations. You have to be calling out to these guys. You have to be willing to make peace. You have to... I'm like, this whole film, I'm not like... I already know that there's going to be some cool stuff happening, but my goal isn't to expose them to the world. I'm not hunting them. I don't consider myself a researcher. If anything, I'm more or less an investigator. Other than that, I'm an experiencer, and I'm somebody who wants to document this and share it with the world and open people's eyes and their minds.
You know what you have to worry about?
What?
Not the government, not skeptics.
What's that?
Honestly, you're going to have to worry about the people within the community that don't want your people in the Bigfoot
They don't
community
want this information
who
getting
don't
out
want
there.
your stuff out because they want to be top dog. I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Oh, I already
People
know.
in the community don't want you guys or us or anybody to take over their territory. They want to be the
Listen,
only game
man.
in town.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm already
Damn
fully
them.
aware that Connor and I and Tyler, because he's going to be a part of it, we are going to be public enemy number one.
You are.
And
guys.
I'm already aware of that fact. I'm already aware of it. And I'm sorry, but they can come for me all they want.
And trust me, they'll try to bring you down.
They
They'll
can
try
do
to.
whatever. Oh yeah, they're gonna say we hoaxed
channel.
it. Listen, this is gonna be so mind blowing that
Yes.
it's going to shift their paradigms and they're gonna be like, holy crap, or it's gonna be
Yeah.
so over their head
Awesome.
they can't understand it and they're gonna go, it's fake.
Well, I'm gonna be like this, Matt, Connor.
up?
You want I should teaches them some fucking manners? Them other people, the skeptics.
Well, they'll probably complain to Florida. Say, hey, say to Florida,
teach them manners.
he can't have the name title Florida in his name for his channel.
I'll take them all out.
He needs to
I'll
release
take
that.
them all out. Don't worry, I have them removed. You just keep going, man. You guys are gonna move up.
Just like me.
If anybody
man,
gets
like,
away, we're gonna have him
I had to
removed.
change the name of my channel because
I'm
Complaints.
trying very hard to not be like in your face with what I've come to know as my truth, right? I try not to be that person who's in your face and shoving it down your throat.
I would.
But you come to me and you're trying to tell me my stuff is wrong, that what I didn't experience is a lie, or you try to question my integrity. I'm not going to name drop him, but I had a very, let's just say, famous person within the Sasquatch community question my integrity to my face at the conference. And I said, you know what, dude? Have a great day.
Good, man.
And I walked away.
I
I
would do
could
that
have,
a lot. A lot of people.
because I knew in the back of my mind, Sunday's going to be awesome. Like, I knew that this wasn't the end. Like, you can say whatever you want about what you think happened with these 3D scans of prints that I found. You can say whatever you think, even though you only looked at it for less than 30 seconds. That's fine, brother. I'm going to keep doing what I do, and I'm going to keep finding what I find. And, listen, you live all the way across the country. Your opinion doesn't really mean anything to me.
that's what I love about you, Matt. I'm telling you, that's
Right.
what I love about you. You're just going to beat to your own drum. I listen to a lot of people. I see a lot of shows. I see a lot of people trying to be hosts and all that. The thing is, what I like about you is your energy is a little bit different than Connor. Connor, he speaks. He can feel like he jumps.
You know what?
There's a lot of movement energy. Your energy is you're you. You're just real. You're not afraid to talk about your past, how you got to a place. Your energy is more like inspiration on. You even said that life has kicked you in the balls and where you felt like you want to jump off a cliff.
Oh,
you
They
didn't.
remind me of
I've gone through some real fucky shit
See?
in my lifetime. I'm not afraid to talk about it.
And that's
I've been to the point where
inspiration.
I've been to the point where I've been about to kill myself multiple times, and it was one of those times. It was Sasquatch that saved my life that time.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
you can't tell me that. And for my own personal journey, right? My own personal journey, and one of the things that really drove me to get more involved in all of this stuff is that, and Brian and I had kind of touched a little bit on my show tonight about this stuff, is that they will do things to start moving you in a certain direction without you knowing it.
yeah.
Because they're on that fifth dimensional wavelength where time is not linear to them. Our construct of time, all right, who the fuck created time? Humans, right? We didn't know it. Like, if we took that thing that we call time and go throw it out the damn window, all we know is sunrise and sunset. Those are the only things that we would be able to calculate it from, right? We wouldn't have appointments. We wouldn't have places that we need to be at 8 o'clock in the morning to start our work. We would be free human spirits on this planet. Time was a construct to make us involved in the rat race.
Yeah.
Every other being on this planet doesn't revolve around. Like, I can tell my dog, I can train him that every single morning he needs to wake, to be at my door and be ready for me to take him to go take a pee. Like, sure, that's possible
for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can train him things, right? Like, he can start to associate my behaviors, right? That is something that's possible. But he doesn't know a damn thing about time, other than when it's dark and when it's light. And that's it. That's about it. And originally, we were designed and put on this earth to not be in that. We're not supposed to be 9 to 5s and then we get home and we're busy until we hit our beds.
Supposed to drink and smoke weed and hang out.
Well, I mean, I don't know about all
life
that, but
is you're supposed to be continuing learning, educating.
I'm a permanent student.
I mean, you hear stories all the time, and people retire from work and all that. They just feel like they're melting away, and they die sooner than they should.
Yeah.
They stop exploring. They stop looking at things. I mean, it's
You know what's interesting is that I've talked to some very interesting guys who are retired and they don't have like time that they have to worry about now, and the work that and things that they've found in relation to the supernatural, paranormal, Sasquatch, etc., 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 are mind blowing. Like mind blowing. Like these guys are operating on completely different levels. They don't care about what pictures they have and throwing it on the internet and getting Instagram famous and YouTube famous, and they're not looking for that stuff.
No.
Like they're not looking for that. They're just out there having the experience, bettering themselves while they know that their time on Earth is limited.
Yeah.
Right? Because that when you know that your days are numbered, that's when you start to really, like, you're going to go through a period of depression because your days are numbered, but once you snap out of that, you're going to realize how precious and valuable your life is. And I've had that and I like to call that a spiritual awakening. That's when your spirit opens up and you're receiving the world in a different way. All the vibrations and colors and smells and everything are suddenly super vibrant. And you're like, and everything is more precious. The love that you feel for your children, your family, your pets, your friends, all the laughs that you share, the tears that you shed, everything becomes so much more surreal.
It's funny you say that, because that man right there, Dr. Wu, one day said, "You know what? I've been in the United States too long. I want to explore." He went to fucking Europe, just backpack, got on a plane, and went.
Yeah, I was in a weird ass place at Netherlands, whatever. I was in a fucking a gypsy wagon. Some guy was like renting a gypsy wagon in this really rich, like super, like with yachts and high rises, like, and he had a small piece of property. He had one or actually two gypsy wagons with an outside toilet for $40. I stayed there, man. I got a lot of weed out of Amsterdam. I was just like hanging out in a gypsy wagon, like going down where the rich people hang out, hanging with them, having laughs, joking, loving life. Are you staying? What room are you staying? I said, I'm staying over there with that gypsy wagon, that fucking little ass thing over there, the outside toilet.
Is this where the Gypsy Road started?
I was so jealous because Bob made videos of him going to Scotland, going to some castles, and pouring beer in their cup holders. Like, this is for you as my gift.
And that's you probably have accumulated some very good karma for doing that, man.
I hope so.
You have. You took the time to give something to somebody who's passed. That is a huge thing, man. When you take the time and you start acknowledging history, you start acknowledging the forefathers that came before you. Because listen, we're all reincarnated. Every single person gets your soul makes your soul contract, and then your body is made. Because guess what? The idea is that every time you come back, you're supposed to be learning something new. And
you get to do that. I saw Notre Dame on fire. I actually had a hotel room in France. I got pictures of it, and they're like all these. And there's fire. I'm like, yes, Notre Dame's on fire. I get to watch it.
Listen, man, and it's moments like that, those pivotal, amazing moments that happen in a person's life. Like, man, those are the things that you have to live for.
You do.
Like this thing that I'll be honest, I'm human, right? I might sound like I'm cool, I might know a lot of stuff, but man, I'm still human. Because for like the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been having like real stage fright, right? Like, don't get me, I've invested a ton of money so far. I'm not gonna say the numbers, but a good amount of money for me personally into making sure that we were gonna have really nice film, that we were gonna have really good audio, we had proper gear,
nice.
Nothing, hopefully nothing should go wrong. I'm just about prepared for just about anything that we could possibly need, like medical kits, all kinds of crap like that. And I've invested so much into this. We've been making plans. I've been writing like screenplays and like
Nice.
and like how I want this thing to look and to be. And
Can I say something? Can I say something for you first? You two remind me of. I'm going to ask Eric about this one too. Sundance and remember what's his name? Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
So I want to see a shootout like you talked about at the beginning of your speech. I want to see a shootout like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Would you have one like that?
Would I have a shootout with Connor?
Yeah, well, no, you guys are Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You guys are you left the states because you're being hunted down by those guys. Pinkertons. The Pinkertons hunted you all the way to South America. I'm just saying, like in the movie, you're young. You got to watch Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Okay, because you described that scene perfectly, like you and Connor, like the fucking like, and there's like holes appearing around your body, and you guys are like ding ding this could be the last one, man, and you guys have no choice but to step out together against an army with just hand pistols and beef.
Yeah, what's funny is that you say that because it's basically what we're doing.
Exactly.
Like that is really like brass tacks what we're doing.
That's what you're doing.
We're going to, regardless of what the rest of the world says, like we're gonna release this. Whatever happens, and guess what? If it goes the way it's projected, it's going to be very.
I'm already sold. I haven't even seen
Listen,
I'm sold already. You guys made it out. You guys made it. You made it past the soldiers, and you guys made it free. Yes.
Not yet. Not yet. What's going to happen afterward is going to be the true test. The filming and the publishing it is not going to be the problem. The problem lies within how it's going to be received. I sure hope, right? I sure hope that we're going to get a lot more love than we do hate. Because, that's the vibrations that I'm trying to send through this. That's the higher level. We're not trying to purposely offend anybody. We're not purposely trying to boggle people's minds and ignite a flame in that way.
So is it 18 and above then? Because it sounds like a little bit of eroticism working through that one. Is it 18 and above your film?
No.
The thing is, you're going to get a lot of love. It's just sometimes a little bit of a negative becomes louder than the love.
Because most of my stuff is 18 and above. That's why
it sucks. It's like in the work world where they tell you that every great customer you take care of tells almost 0 to 1 person, but every bad customer you do they tell 10 people.
That's the marketing.
It sucks in that way.
That's exactly it. I hope that it generates the right kind of buzz.
It will.
Right kind of buzz, exactly.
The likelihood of that, given how the Sasquatch community operates, and most of these small fringe groups operate, it's gonna get some hate, and that's fine by me. I understand that. I'm totally prepared for that. My hope and my dream and my vision is that more people are receiving of it and they just go, holy crap, this is something we got to look into. These are techniques that we got to apply to our research. Yes. We got to start meditating. We got to start raising our frequencies and getting out there, man.
I want to see this now. I want to see these toys. I want to see this.
I want to see it now. Yeah. I want to see the secret. Now, did you actually, for the pub, maybe you don't want to talk about it.
No, go ahead.
But did you or did you not summon Pan? Because people want to know if you have Pan on the camera.
We did not summon Pan.
Shit.
And we have no, all right, there's no plans to summon Pan, but we are going to try and summon UFOs. We are going to try to summon some spirits and things like that. So
not Pan, though.
Not Pan.
The first part of the film, though, at Colt Creek, was right after the conference when they showed
Stacey
the
Brown
experiments.
Yes.
And during his film, it gives a warning and says, you are opening dark rituals. You are part of an experiment. You can leave now if you don't feel comfortable. And there were people that left.
Really?
Me and Matt stayed.
Wow.
And even at the end, I love RPG and Stacy as brothers and fathers and nanas as family. And I was like, oh, Pan! And I knew that next morning was going to be something special. So they opened the portal and they never closed it. And they said you were going to be part of it. So we took, part of that and we used that energy to our advantage, for the openings of this film.
Watching that film and not getting up and walking out and saying this is complete garbage and things like that, we were raising our frequency. Now, mind you, I already knew Sunday and I already predicted that Sunday was going to be off the chain. But that was for me personally. So when I realized what they were doing with summoning Pan, I was like, holy crap. Because I'll be honest, I seen somebody else do some summoning. I don't know if you guys have ever watched a show called Hellier.
Movie?
It's a docuseries.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, and they summon demons?
Squatch's Cowboy's wife has summoned a Pam. I've never summoned Pam, but my wife has hit me with one. Oh, hit me with one. My bad.
We all know about Peter Pan, and he enters your room. So just imagine the true Pan.
All right, so this is
worships.
all right. My recommendation is if you can try to, not summon gods and put open portals and things like that. That's always my recommendation, to not do that unless you're ready for it. You won't catch me purposely trying to summon anybody to this plane. That's just where I stand on it. It's because I know how dangerous that side of it can be. But Pan, being the forest god and having all that anecdotal history and energy behind it, and then they opened that portal through the film, and when you watch the film, you're signing on to be a part of it, and they even did the same thing in Hellier, and
Is it like Freemasonry? Like I was a Freemason. Did you guys have to do a blindfold with your? No.
Like
a biker's leg up with
They just put it in like a description in the.
So you didn't have the dagger. You didn't have the knife on you. That's
no, it wasn't like that.
Metaphorically.
I mean, I know a little bit about Freemasonry.
Yeah,
I know a little bit about that.
You guys didn't have the knife thing, so don't worry about it. That film was easier.
It was none of that stuff.
I was sitting next to BF Bud comfortably.
The portal conversation is always intriguing because I've heard people say they know how to open portals or they can teach people how to open portals. But I'll be flat out and honest. I've never been next to a person who's ever opened a portal in front of me. I'm not saying they don't exist or not.
No.
But
well, I mean, there's different kinds of portals, right? There's different kinds of portals. That being said, right off rip, there's different kinds. So, and it depends on what and or whom you're trying to summon.
like,
So most of the time,
Bigfoot,
portals are opened using like occult magics.
Yes.
Right? Like occult type stuff, right? So like trying to summon and or seal away a demon. Like most of the time when you think of portals, but what a lot of people don't know is that when they're messing with Ouija boards, that's it, and if you have something responding to you through a Ouija board, you've opened a portal. That's why I don't mess with them.
Well, that's why they do human sacrifices.
Now my animals are going insane. They feel my vibrations going through. These.
We just opened a portal for you. That's why your dog's going crazy.
No. They're having fun.
He's opening a portal
they do this
now.
every night. Now these are not a portal. This is not a portal, right? So there's like a misconception that when you use dowsing rods, you're doing some sort of dark black magic and garbage like that.
What you're doing there is finding energy.
This is finding energy.
Finding energy.
This is for me a telephone.
Magnetism.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, the magnetism. There's been a lot of different ways that these can be used. They were originally designed to find water.
Water. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of it wasn't until later on they realized that it has something to do with divination as well.
So you use your
But-
rod to find a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I sure freaking do. And I've even taken it out into the field, and I'm not gonna name drop the researchers and things that I've used this with, just because they don't necessarily lean on my side, but they got to see how accurate this thing can be.
No,
Yeah, they'll learn.
So you're in a good state for that. You're in a good state for that because in
I'll use my rod to find a
in
Bigfoot.
California, there's people that use those to
Yep.
try to predict earthquakes, and that's a fact.
Earthquakes.
Yeah.
So
man.
yeah, so
could use
you're
your
in a
rod
good
to
place,
predict
unless
earthquakes.
there's earthquakes going to happen in Florida, but I doubt it. But
Yeah.
you're in a good place because
Hurricanes.
hurricanes.
There's a lot of
Hurricane.
different ways that you can use these rods,
Yeah,
and
that's how I use my rod. Many different ways. I can predict earthquakes.
I like what the Scottish cowboy said. That didn't sound right, Bob.
What?
And just a shout out to Squatchin' Cowboy.
Yeah,
he
he
dropped
had an awesome
a
film.
fire video today.
Cool.
He visited Flat Rock Booger with Blue Eye Northern and the crazy Joe Parker. The Joe Pass and Joe Parker are twins. I just being a cryptid researcher, those twins are like a cyclops. Like that creature that those two form is something special. But the young guns, me and Matt, it's awesome to learn from those old guns. The old rusty guns that will still fire that bullet at killing rate. But definitely check that out, Squatchin' Cowboy.
Yeah, man, good people over there. Good people. And Flat Rock was gracious enough he's going to let us stop by there at some point when we're doing our filming. We might do a little bit of something at his place and feature him a little bit. So the least I can do, man, he showed me and my mom and my wife some love when we met them, and it ended up not linking up for us to all hang out the night after the conference or whatever, but just because we knew that we had to get up early because we were going to go to Colt Creek. But, very good people, man. And, there is one thing I do just want to make clear for people. If you're watching, man, we are not against every single person who has been doing this before us. If anything, we honor those guys. We're trying to build on the road that they've paved. We're trying to pick up the torch, and we're trying to do something different for people. We're trying to show that there is an easier way than banging your head against the wall for DNA evidence, footprints, tree structures, and blurry photos like we have been since 1957. Okay?
Definitely.
Like there's a different way. We found a different way that has
Better
worked
way.
so far for us, and we're trying to share that with people.
Better way.
But we're trying to do is the people who've come before us, we're trying to build on the work that they've done. And that's how generational learning is supposed to be done. We're not going to come out. Most of the people, they look at people in our age group and they go, oh, well, they're just a bunch of idiots and they're just going to go and they're going to fuck around and do a bunch of dumb stuff out in the woods or do drugs and, hoax something, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's not what we're doing. We've collectively come up with experiments and ideas to test. We've come up with ways that work, and I've proven that they work. And we're going to take that to the next level. We're going to try and get it to work even more. We're going to try to show you guys that, hey, listen, we've taken some of the things that we've learned from all these people who came before us, and we're trying to use what we've learned as a cornerstone to take everybody to the next level. Because I'm telling you, when you see what these can do, these little freaking rods, and you walk out there and you have them guide you, and then the next thing you know, you start seeing freaking shadows fly past you. You're seeing Sasquatch across a freaking bog, like 50 yards away in a tree that happens to be like 15 feet tall. Okay, you're like when you're seeing fairies in your film, because this directed you there. What can you say at that point? Like, when you start using this and you go out and you do have a whole day and you've been filming all day and you have like 20, 30 files and then you go, okay, is it on file 1? And it goes, no. Is it on file 2? No. And you see how it's saying no right now as I'm doing this.
I can see that.
My yeses are that and my no's. No, show me no.
And dowsing rods are special. You have to establish your own connection with them.
You guys can see right here live. I'm not moving my hand.
You're connecting with your rod.
All right, do me a favor. Point to Eric. Right now, from my position, it's pointing right to Eric's face.
Well, let's see. Now try to figure where
I'm at. Look at that. Look at it. It's going right off the screen.
I love it. Yep.
Point to Connor.
Oh, it is following me.
And Matt, we have Duke in here from World Bigfoot Radio, and he has found huge Bigfoot prints that, would show a creature being 20 foot tall. I would definitely love for you guys to link up and share each other's energy, because he is one of the old timers that have trailblazed a perfect path, that hasn't, he's gotten recognized on the underground, but all these other names are being established as these pillars. Yeah. But Duke Sullivan has opened this world up for new things as mountain trolls, huge Bigfoots, and forest giants. And I am definitely appreciative of him. And I can't wait to link up with him and, do some boots on the ground research. But again, Matt, your composure and your interviews, to get it from him, the groundbreaking, just data that he carries would just be the most groundbreaking evidence and interview ever.
Well, let's ask him. Like
I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it if you get it.
Now, World Bigfoot Radio. If somebody went to your page like I'm doing now, is there the one video you want everybody to watch first? Like what's the video? Would you say watch this one if you're gonna check out my channel for the first time?
And a cool thing is YouTube. They got all these restrictions. Find him on Rumble. Find him on other platforms that are like outside the box for free thinking. And also, I got platforms on there because YouTube is cool and all, but we can't even speak our true mind. But Duke is so rad, man. I just wish all the pillars in the community were that open-minded, because he pushes the game so much forward. And Matt's communication with the forest is so special that, man, having a trailblazer like that with a newcomer that is so authentic and so researched. I tell Matt all the time on the phone that he impresses me so much with how much he has dug into it, because I spend a lot of time diving into the weird corners of Bigfoot, and then you have him picking up researchers and interviews that they communicate with these Sasquatch and their tribesmen, with the ancient people. So I just love being inspired by my friends, man. Matt, keep killing it. Awesome. Dude, keep killing it. I can't wait till y'all all link up.
They will. Guarantee it.
All right. How deep do you guys want to go down a rabbit hole tonight?
Let's go.
I want to go deep in the hole. I don't know about you guys.
I want this show to be 3 hours. I keep looking at the time and subtracting it.
All right.
In the hole.
Gypsy and Bob, you both had an encounter that you're not sure was a Sasquatch, right?
Yeah, which one?
Well, he's talking about the one where we all met up at night. And then we saw this thing out in the woods. Everybody ran after it.
Oh, in the back of the truck.
Which one? Pick one.
Well, there's one in the back of the truck. We're all when we were kids, we're in the back of the truck, and that fucking thing was on the side of the road. We all jumped out of the back of the truck, and Dad gave you a knife.
That's the one.
Yeah, the one Dad gave you a knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad gave him a knife. There's a fucking Sasquatch down the hillside. Yeah.
Well, are you guys sure that you've seen a Sasquatch? Do you have any?
Oh, he was no bear. That was a man-made thing.
Listen, it wasn't a bear, because there was a moment where everybody felt like they caught up, and then
I'm an anthropologist.
The thing disappeared.
Yeah.
And the thing, listen, we all know what bears look like. We're all hunters. I mean, we're all mountains every day, and nobody
no
would stop.
neck.
Nobody would stop the vehicle ran after a bear because we know about a bear. This was not. This
No.
was not a bear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a biggie footy. It had no neck. I remember he was a kid. They don't have necks. It's
All right.
weird.
All right. So
What-
so let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
What is there something that you guys have a question about that you want an answer to? Like that
Yes.
something that happened to you that you want clarification on.
The biggest thing that the only thing I really question is we know what we saw. Everybody knows.
Does Bruce Jenner still have his Johnson? Is my question.
My
I'm
question
serious.
is my question
Did he get
is
it cut off, or does he still have his dick? Bruce, you know what I'm talking about? That's my question. I always ask that question. Does Bruce Jenner actually have his Johnson, or is it gone?
Says yeah.
And so,
I mean,
connect it with Bigfoot.
No, seriously, but my question would be, how did it vanish? How did something? Because this wasn't one person chasing it. This was. See, I'm trying to think here. Bob, our cousin, Uriah.
Yeah.
Our Gary, Davey,
All of them.
Danny. There was like 6, 7 people chasing it. So
With
how did it
rifles.
disappear on 6,
I had
7
a
people, just like bam, gone.
With rifles. The fuck is it? Now, we're hunters. Now, we're not assholes. So we look, if it's got to be a forked horn, legal forked horn before we pull the trigger. It's illegal. I care about the environment. We're professional hunters. So when you're aiming at something, if you don't identify it, we don't have a bear tag, so I'm not shooting
Yeah.
a bear. I'm like, what is this creature in the scope? As a kid.
All right, real quick. I want to do Amber's question first, and then I'll get back to you guys because this is all right.
Matt, ask if Elvis is alive.
This is a loaded freaking question.
Cool.
Is Elvis alive? Yes or no? Says
Come
yes.
on, man.
Says
Put
he's
money
alive.
down, guys.
All right.
You guys
How about
play
this one?
bet.
Is
eternal.
Tupac alive? Yes or no?
That one I
Yes,
believe
right?
I understand.
All right. Let's see. Is
David
all right,
Bowie alive or dead?
Is David Bowie alive?
Bowie.
No.
Come
Oh,
on,
they killed
Bowie.
him.
No.
Oh, you can do it, Bowie.
It says David Bowie's actually dead. So sorry.
The man who fell to earth.
Fuck, yes, you did.
All right.
Somehow got a weird
is
brown
JFK Jr. still alive?
Yep. And he's going to be our president, right, guys?
Yes. Is Nelson Mandela alive?
Melissa on the right track.
Or does
Yeah,
he have
Melissa
a
says you're on the
tuberculosis?
right track. Whatever that meant. It says you're on the right track.
Yes.
Is Donald Trump a clone?
Okay. You're
Of, what's her name?
steady.
Ooh.
Is Donald Trump a clone? Oh, man. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to be in trouble tomorrow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna be in
I
trouble
love the
tomorrow. All
Baron
right, so
Trump story. It's a
all right.
book written in the 20s about the Trumps, man. Crazy
You know,
stuff.
I'll tell you guys how hardcore.
Son's going to be
I'm
emperor.
gonna tell you guys how hardcore my family is hunting. I was in Pop Warner football. Okay, so one weekend we're gonna play a game against the Sierra Mountains. So what my family did is, well, we're gonna go camping, we're gonna go hunting, and then we'll go to the football game on the weekend. So we went.
Yes.
So we go
More
hunting,
convenient.
right? We go hunting and getting ready to get dressed for the football game. Well, the whole camp went. The thing is, we all get there, right? I'm playing the game, and my father and all the grown-ups went, and they were all fucking drunk in the stands. They were all drunk out of their fucking mind. I went and did a tackle. I went in the sidelines, and I heard the coach goes, "Can somebody tell these motherfuckers to stop fucking yelling?" And I was like, so embarrassing because that was my family. My family were drunk because we just got out of the mountains. We're just hunting. And
We're
after
supporting you.
the football game, we went right back to the camp spot and hunt.
We're supporting you.
All right, we had some, all right. I'll do these two real quick and then I'll do yours. Is Andy? All right, hold on, steady. Is Andy
Matt
Kaufman
knows his
alive?
rods, man.
Andy Kaufman still alive. Brian Laundrie, is he still alive? No, he is
Does
not.
one feel heavier than the other when you're playing with the rods?
I can't tell if you're messing with me or not, but
Being serious.
yeah, the right one.
Okay.
There's
Is
one.
Jim Morrison still alive? Sure
yes.
is. He sure is.
Yeah.
All right,
Bastard
so
lied.
you want to know how they vanish, right? So I'm going to
Yes.
ask a series of questions.
Yes.
All right. Do Sasquatch have the ability to vanish?
Clearly.
Do they have the ability to alter their appearance?
I was going to say that.
Yeah, because I picked up the
Oh,
one
hold
that
on,
I
hold
done.
on, hold on. Ask it. Has Bob ever been probed by an alien?
All right, how about you ask the question? Ask the
Has
question
Bob ever been probed by an alien?
I wondered that before.
again. Says yes.
And
Yeah.
hold on. Did he enjoy being probed by an alien?
I knew I was probed by an alien
No?
because the aliens
No, he
always
didn't enjoy it.
smoke
You
after
enjoy
they
it, Bob? You
after
enjoy
they
it? I
do
thought you
their
might
thing
You
enjoy
guys
with
are
it.
me.
nuts.
Why do they all smoke cigarettes like they did something?
That's a good question. But yeah, so I'm right here. I'm just the medium. Like I'm just the conduit for this stuff to work. You can ask me. I can put this in your hands, Eric, and I'll ask it a question. It'll move on its own. Because these like Connor was talking about earlier. I've put my when I'm sitting here and I'm sitting here, stroking my rods, pun intended. I'm putting my energy into this. I sit here and I fidget with them every day. And, shout out to Amber's Parrot World because she's the one. Now, I was told that I had, medium abilities before her. All right. All right. She wants to know if her kitten's an alien. I'll do that one next. But, if it wasn't for her, man, she's helped me out a lot and guided me on a lot of different things that have really helped me explode onto this path, and the tremendous growth that's come from it. It's been great, and I really shout out to her, man. Awesome person. So I'm gonna ask her a question. Is Amber's kitten an alien? No. It's not an alien, Amber. I'm sorry.
Can this voodoo doll work on Dr. Wu?
Sure can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be
geez.
careful, please.
Please be
I
careful.
love Bob.
Now, look.
Voodoo, man. I'm a scientist.
Now,
I still remember that
all right,
episode, man.
So the difference is that I'm not going to tell you these are 100% accurate. I'm going to tell you that there may be anywhere between the area of 80 to 90% accurate, right? And the reason I say that is because it can predict things and it can tell you things, but people, places, and things are all subject to free will. And the story that I'm going to share now is exactly how I found this. And this is gonna sound extremely wild. Okay, so
Go for it, man.
I have 7 angel guardians. One that is a extraterrestrial guardian, and the extraterrestrial guardian was the first one that I found out about. And we have a very I can feel her all around me all the time.
Good.
All these guys all the time.
I was about to ask you, how do you know? So it's more of a feeling, or did somebody tell you?
Oh, well, if it took somebody telling me that one of them was around me
Okay.
for me to start getting into this stuff. And I've through self-discovery, I also have a spirit guide that's a raven. Like, ravens are my spirit guide, which is awesome because I've always had this fascination with ravens. And I also have, I want 3 other ancestral spirits that also follow me, or some I forget exactly what they are, but they're more of like an earthbound spirit guide, right? So,
Nice.
now I knew that I should be protecting myself when I go out places, right? That I need to be doing like meditation before, sometimes even during, depending on where I'm going, if I know that the area that I'm going is somewhat troublesome, right? If it's an area of let's just say malintent, where something bad has happened, where there's been death, there's been things like that, right? So that being said, that being the premise, I should have protected myself better this day. So the day before, was trying to do my experiment, right? Because like I said, like I'm trying to build a basis where
That's a spirit.
that's my cat.
Shit.
Dang, that sounds like a dog.
He's running,
right?
dude. He's like on meth right now. I don't know, man.
And guys, everybody, the third eye of a cat has special crystals in it. I was told it has special type of quartz in it, but after hearing that humans have gold, silver, and like 10 other type of crystals, I'm sure cats have other types, but man, they are the bridge to the other side. So I appreciate the chiming in from the feline species.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys know that? This is anthropologically speaking. I'm not even joking. The dollar stores, they're all out of cat food. Like, I'm not joking. There's dog food, and there's like, where's all the cat food? And all of a sudden, all over the place, there's missing cat food. Just saying. Where
I've been training my cats to eat frogs and little roaches and grass because, trust me, I know cat food's been scarce. It's been scary,
weird,
man.
Like, where's the factories?
Nothing's more important than my kitty cats in this whole freaking world. So, yeah, best believe, man, they're going to be eating. They're going to be having some crayfish or something.
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's something going on where everybody's buying cat food?
Why? I don't know why everyone's buying cat food. I'm serious. I'm like anthropology going, okay, I'm looking at things realistically in this wacky ass fucking place. And they always say, Robert Wood, what's weird today? An unusually low volume of cat food being sold in the stores. I'm like,
does the dollar store even sell decent quality cat food for your cat?
Like multiple different stores too. It's like, hey, look, they're low on cat food. That's not weird at all. What's going on with the cat food? Saying, I'm not sure if anybody else is experiencing cat food anomalies where you're at. We have a little statistical thing going on. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but that cat reminded me of that too. Like cat food.
Look like she's trying to send me a video on drowning rods, but he won't send. TikTok's a hard format to download videos off of TikTok.
Yeah.
I haven't mastered that yet.
I'm learning on TikTok now.
Just go to settings and press download video.
Oh, really? Is that on a phone versus a laptop? Because I know they have different settings.
We need like an after show one day. Learn on TikTok.
That's why, Eric, you are so rare because there's only like 12 people on all of TikTok. 12 trillion people on TikTok, only 12 using actual desktop, and you are one of them. So it's different. But on the phone, just press download video. But everybody, duet my videos because my videos are fire. All you got to do is literally show like your kitty cats, and I'm sure you'll get 1,000 views. Then go live, y'all. Peace.
Hey, all right, real quick, before I continue with the story, I just want to, Seven Pearls is making some interesting comments, and I just kind of want to tell you that I don't channel anything of a negative vibration. I know each and every one of mine, and I don't channel anything, and I'm also not gonna channel Yeshua. I'm not gonna do it. For me and where my personal beliefs stand, I'm not gonna sit here and try to channel what some people know to also be the creator, Jesus Christ, whatever. I don't do that. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. That's just me, and as far as my respect to the All Holy, I'm not gonna do that. So, but to also answer your other question about, there's some people who say that ravens can be a lot of different things. So, from what I've heard and what I found a lot of positive things about ravens. I'm sorry to hear that you've heard some negative things about ravens, but that's not my experience, and everybody's experience is different. But I'm not gonna channel Yeshua on here. Not gonna do it. Out of respect for the Lord, not gonna do it. But anyway, back to the story. So I go out, the day before I did my video, predicted what was going to happen, and I got just about everything to happen except for one thing, and the one thing was that they were supposed to try and use telepathy with me, and that didn't happen. And right around the time where I caught some interesting audio of them on my parabolic, I started feeling really strange.
How strange did you feel?
I just felt like I was in a good mood, good place the whole day, and then out of nowhere, I kind of just started feeling disgusting. Like I felt bad. Like I felt like I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. I didn't.
A Turkish bathhouse. Ugh.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like it was just like I just don't want to be here type of thing. Like it was really weird. I get to the car. I drive home. I go to put my feet outside. Of my vehicle, and I couldn't move my legs. Now, mind you, we had only been hiking out there for maybe 2-3 hours. You can ask Connor. He's seen me hike for like hours, like legit, like nonstop, like on like 2 hours of sleep, hiking and hiking and hiking. I don't get, like, look, I might be like a little bit on the pudgier side. I'm not afraid to admit that, but I don't like. I'm in good shape.
Ew.
For, I'm like, yeah, I know, right?
Gross, man.
Nah, man, I don't want to get rid of the dad bod, man.
That's why you got the dim light, because you're a big guy.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding. But
I'm big too. You're okay.
No, dude, it's all good. But I'm not trying to get into that conversation right now. But I'm just saying there was no reason that my legs were suddenly not freaking working. Like, they were legitimately, like, not working. I was actually extremely alarmed, and I almost called paramedics. Because that's never happened to me in my entire life. It was just like I could not get them to do what I wanted them to do.
He was paralyzed.
So I mustered up the strength. I kind of just like mustered up. I was like, no, man, I got to get myself inside. Like, something's not right here. I get inside. I take a shower. I basically collapse in the shower. And I kind of just like got up, and I was bedridden for... that was on was it on a Saturday or Sunday? Either way, I spent the next couple days.
It was a Sunday, 11:14 a.m.
There we go.
Time. Guys, this is a lot of stuff I gotta carry through the week.
So,
I have a lot of friends that are going through stuff.
So anyway,
who carried you out of the shower naked?
No, I mean, I got myself. I didn't pass out. I didn't pass out. I just kind of like my body just kind of gave up.
I'm just saying.
I got myself out of there eventually.
I'm not carrying you out, man. Who carried you out?
Nobody carried me out. I was able to get myself out eventually. It was just like my body gave up on me, and I kind of just like fell in the shower. Thank God, I also have like little seats built into the shower, so it made it a little bit easier. Okay. Anyway, Are you for real? Go
Like,
lay down. Go lay
bam!
down. Basically, I'm feeling weird, and then I started to notice, like, even like my mental state wasn't right. Like I just didn't feel like myself, and for whatever reason, my mom she pulled out her dowsing rods and started asking questions of her own to find out if I was okay, and it was telling her that that my guardians were spiritually wounded, and she asked, and apparently, a negative ET in pair with a dog man they were trying to get me that afternoon. Well, that morning.
I believe that. That happened.
They were trying to get a hold of me because I was too open.
Yeah.
I was too open, and because all right. So here's the thing.
Open.
I had the idea that I was gonna communicate through telepathy, so I kind of opened myself up to communicate with just about anything. I didn't necessarily say I only want to communicate with Sasquatch. I didn't do that. I was open to anything, so they had to intervene.
You're open to anything.
And listen, dude, I was hurt, physically feeling pain for
I
about
bet
a
you
week
did.
and a half. The only thing that helped was we pulled out a bunch of crystals. I did a bunch of crystal meditations, and I specifically arranged these crystals in a certain way, and I was constantly every 24 hours recycling them with other crystals and charging them with sunlight and moonlight. And that is the only thing that helped me.
The moon power. Use the like the moon charges crystals.
Yeah, I did. And so that being said, there is the possibility that things out of our control, out of our realm, can happen and affect the results, right? Things have free will. It can predict things to a degree, but there's always an essence of free will and, chaos and the duality of what we call life. So, I'm not going to say that they're 100% accurate. But I will say that they work at least 80 to 90% of the time. 80 to 90. So, hey, listen, you don't, and the thing is, you don't believe me? Go get a set of yourself.
Full moon, Friday night.
Right?
Charge up crystals.
Go charge them. Charge these. Bring them out in the woods and go. Hey, can you do me a favor? Oh, steady. Show me where the Sasquatch are.
And they're made out of precious metals, and so are we. It's all energy. So it's just how you're the conductor. And Matt definitely has some just special tendencies, man. It's awesome to witness from the side, man.
What about this comment? Somebody made a comment. Could it be you're just sensitive of spirits being around?
I mean, all right. Well, hold on.
I mean, that's true though. Think about it.
They need to ask another question, in regards to what part of we're talking about. Like, you talking about my story, or are you talking about like me being able to use the rods in general?
That's a good one.
Because there's two different ways I could answer this for you. The first one being in regards to the story. Yeah, sure. I mean, it could have been spirits. It could have been spirits of a dog man.
In general.
In general. Yes, I am sensitive to spirits.
Okay.
I am. I know that I do have spirits around me all the time. What I've noticed is that when I'm trying to channel a spirit versus I'm trying to channel one of my guardians, the responses are way different. It takes a spirit a lot more energy to move those rods than a guardian does. You see how those things just fly around because it's tapping into a different frequency of energy. It's a different output. When I try to talk to a spirit, I have the spirit of my grandfather here around me all the time. He can move him, but not to the same degree. And I and one of the things that I also do, and maybe it'll help people feel a little bit better that, hey, maybe he's not full of shit. I put up spiritual barriers around myself every day. I put spiritual barriers up around my house.
Yeah.
Vault of
Vault?
Nightmare is so much better. Laika is right about you guys. Prepare to pay.
Wait, what's that?
Okay.
Wait, what that?
Listen, Littlefoot, Vault of Nightmares just actually asked me to be on his show through an email. I haven't had the chance to call him yet, but yeah. So I mean, you guys can say whatever you want or be mad about it, but your Vault of Nightmares guy is asking me to be on his show, so you can kind of take that however you want. But
yeah, and no reason to stir up beef.
No reason to stir up beef.
We're all family. Lakea is more than cool, and so is Vault of Nightmares. So
yeah,
no
like
problem from
none
our
of us,
side.
none of us have any problems with them.
No.
So I don't
Can I-
know what
let
this
me
prepare to pay stuff is.
Well,
That's
let me show this guy something for a second. This email is from the Vault of Nightmare. Join me on StreamYard. I got invited to his channel too.
Yeah, you might be on the wrong channel, man, because we're all good vibes here. We got open arms to all people and open-minded to all essences of research, man. And we
Yes.
appreciate Vault of Nightmares and Lakea. So, yeah, don't come here with all that BS, man.
hey man, listen, you want to come here to troll? That's fine. I can troll you right back. Listen, like me and Connor talk about this all the time. We grew up in the internet bullying area. If we really wanted to, we could make you go viral. We can make you go viral if we really wanted to. Just saying.
It's
Like,
funny because I got his personal phone number.
well, no. Hey, listen. I have no problem with Volt. I have no problem with
I
Lakea
have
or
no
any of
problem
those
with
other guys.
anybody.
I have no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is somebody coming into a chat and basically threatening
Yes,
us
use
on
the
here.
word prepare to pay.
Prepare to pay.
How childish is that?
They're gonna threaten people on a live stream who are sitting here doing this for the audience. Like, hey man, listen, we're all just here talking about what we know, what our experiences are, et cetera, et cetera. I don't tolerate trolls. I don't tolerate people. All right, I'll tell you how much I don't tolerate that type of behavior. I don't tolerate people who are gonna come to me and talk bad about my friends. And I've dealt with that in the past, and let's just say it blew up into a lot of drama. That
People threaten lawsuits against the young guns. This thing.
Yeah,
goes,
I got threatened with a lawsuit.
This thing
a
goes
defamation
pretty
of
deep,
character
so-
lawsuit.
Yeah, don't come sideways to our positive vibes, because this new era, this millennials and Z, we have a bad reputation of being closed-minded and not giving any regard for the older generation. And Matt, Tyler Howell, Hidden Relief, all of us that are all family of tree, we have nothing but respect for the old timers, and we have nothing but family, so don't come sideways. That's silly, because our numbers will pill you out, man.
Those old men.
Listen, man, like I said, I got no
I
problem for
apologize
people.
for bringing that comment up. It's
Oh
just,
Nah,
no,
it needed to be said
no,
that.
it's fine, Gypsy. Because you know what, people need to see people like that. People need to be aware of that. That stuff right there is what kills this community. Somebody coming in and throwing in their little negative vibrations because they just don't agree with something that we're saying or something that we're doing or whatever our opinion is, whatever. People like that are what's ruining the community.
Yeah.
It's people like that that are flagging your channel. It's people like that that are threatening people with lawsuits, and it's just garbage, man. We should all be working. Like, listen, I'm sorry. I am who I am. Listen, Littlefoot, if you're subscribed to me, go unsubscribe now. I stand my ground. I don't want you as a subscriber, and I mean that. I don't want you as a subscriber, because I do like. If you don't like what we're doing, that's fine, man. But you don't got to come into a chat and freaking threaten people behind a keyboard. Okay? That stuff's
Especially
not
when
cool.
we support nothing but family, and we are open about that. So Yeah, you got us twisted. You might have had the wrong URL, man. Tom
must
better
have.
put you in that.
Hey, Gypsy, go ahead and put them live real quick. Supposedly they are live and blaming you for being trolls. Deal with it. Okay.
No, we don't have anything but trolls. We're nothing but love. Lakea and Justin Tucker, we love, man.
Hey, man. They can think whatever they want to think if that's what they think. Listen, but I got no problem with them, and they're not going to involve me in the stuff that they do. It's not going to happen. It's just
Paranormal Highway, man. Gypsy Road Effect. Either way, the name change. We're good vibes. I'm nothing but love for them, even with these times of earthquakes and strange backward times.
Yeah, there are.
Anchors, what's up? John G, Dark Waters, of course, all of them are, family to us. Show nothing but support. Got nothing twisted, man. But it's funny because it's more content and it brings out the fiery side of us and sometimes the best of us too. Because we have nothing but time for them, man. 24/7 coverage, diving into the depths. Of course, Sean G is family here. He's been here, man. Littlefoot, your fam. Come on, man.
yeah. I don't know why the threats had to come out, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why. That's the thing that I don't agree with. If he wanted to say that we're trolls and we have bad content, whatever, that's fine. He can have his opinion, but to throw a threat in there, prepare to pay. That's what I'm not cool with. I just want to clarify that right now.
I just want to know, how are we trolls? Am I
Yeah.
on the channel and saying something?
At the simplest thing is your enemies are your enemies, and like your enemies' enemies are your friends. And honestly, the same people that have problems with you have the same problems with me. So I got nothing with y'all, man. You nothing but fam.
That's just
Anyway, man, let's move on from this.
let's move on. Exactly.
This guy's not going to get our energy right now. And
Sasquatch is supersonic, has echolocating tendencies, can blend in camouflage like the Glimmerman, like Predator, like octopuses. I have some strange, crazy evidence that I've been posting on my TikTok. I'm pretty sure my most recent video has 10,000 views of Grisha. And Matt and I have been having some good debates and arguments and conversations about Grisha, this overseas Bigfoot coming from the country that starts with an R that we can't talk about. He has blonde dreadlocks, and it's crazy, man. I got footage of him driving a car, and Matt isn't all the way sold. So I love it that we can talk openly about this weird footage, and maybe me and him are on the 1% of that we have access to this footage, or maybe it's an elaborate hoax that has many levels to it. But Matt, Grisha, what do you think?
What on Grisha? I don't know, man. I'm not sold. And the reason being is the one picture of the face is blurry. And then the other ones, they seem like they're... Me being somebody who works with photos and editing and things like that, it appears to be... Now, I don't have the originals. If those are the originals, then I can't explain it. But what I can say is that, to me, they look like they've been doctored in some sort of way. That's just me, and one thing I don't really like is people who are hoaxing and doctoring stuff, recording fake howls or recording, one thing and trying to prove that it's another. Listen, like, I get that people do make mistakes, that they, there's some people who aren't educated on what certain sounds are, what certain animals look like in certain situations, like bears with mange or whatever. People make mistakes. I'm cool with that. I don't think that they should have their entire career destroyed over it for making mistakes. Everybody's human. But I as far as the Grisha stuff goes and the images that you've shared with me so far about it, I just can't get behind it. It doesn't look authentic to me, and you know, and that's where I stand on it as of right now. But who knows, man? Maybe some more stuff will come to light of it, and you know, maybe there'll be some more original photographs and videos that we'll be able to see that aren't edited, and that we'll be able to actually check that stuff and validate it, like just like the Patterson Gimlin film has been validated. Now, whether the circumstances surrounding the Patterson Gimlin film are true, and there's a lot of debate about that. But the one thing that's not up for debate anymore is that it's not an unedited film, and it's not somebody in a costume. Like, with you know, we've done enough analysis of that film in particular now to know that Patty was a legit organism. So, you know, whether people want to, you know, what people do with that information, that's on them if they want to stay blind to that. You know, of course, I have the biggest hopes and dreams that Grisha will be the next Patty, but I don't have high hopes for it either. And as far as where that's coming from in the world has nothing to do with that. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say that, you know, the film and photographic evidence itself does not look like enough for me to stand behind it and say I believe in it. I will stand behind the Stacey Brown thermal footage. That stuff is legit. It's been analyzed enough, you know, before, and I'll say it's legit. I'll stand behind some of the pictures that I've taken and say, yeah, they're legit, because I know that I legitimately took them. You know, some of the things that you've taken and other people that I know that are honest and good and have, you know, integrity and have good interests and intent, I'll get behind those too. But as far as like anybody that I don't know sharing stuff and they're like, oh yeah, this is, because I've been approached to by people before who've sent me all kinds of, like, some wild photographs where it was like, that could be anything. I had a guy send me a picture of a doorknob with a whole bunch of dings in it, and he said that the Sasquatch were biting his doorknob.
So people are randomly sending you photos and film. I would not accept any film from anybody.
It happens.
Hey, man,
though. You know, Matt has an open platform. He's
I have.
People gonna come.
Yeah, I would, as an advice, would not open up film that people send me.
Hey, listen, man. That's why I have a separate email. Why I have a separate email, and you know, that's not linked to anything that has a card on it or anything crazy like that. I'm just
be careful. Be careful,
man.
My FBI be showing up. Like all these people, you know.
Well, I can at least view a thumbnail, unless they somehow figure out how to like create a fake thumbnail, and the next thing I know, it's something bad. You know. I
get sent pictures and videos all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody wants me to look at it for the breaking news. So, you know, and I'm careful with it. You know, I'm making sure.
Be careful.
I have a virus scan on my computer to check it first to make sure there's no virus and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. You know.
And then before I show anybody's video, I run it through a copyright test.
Yes.
Because there's people that I know that will send you a video on purpose. Yep. Knowing you could get a copyright and a strike, so I double check it all. I don't care.
They already have the URL loaded to report you.
Yes.
Eric, could you load up the TikTok video though of Grisha while we're talking? My most recent video, just mute the audio so we don't have to deal with copyright. Because I have photos here that we could just discuss too. But it would be cool to have it on video too.
Real quick before we jump into that, I'm noticing that there's some people downing Littlefoot in the chat. I'm gonna ask you, and this is just a request for me. Just don't give him any energy. Don't down him or dog him, because then we're feeding into that hate that they want us to be a part of. Don't give them the energy. Don't give them the time of day. We've already discussed that. We've already given it the time, and we've moved on. You know, we're what we're doing here is that we're trying to bring everybody together. Like, listen, he can have his own opinions. He's totally entitled to having his own opinions and his own thoughts and everything. I got nothing against him. The only thing that I have against him is him making threats to Eric's channel and to our channels. Other than that, which is already we've already discussed it, and it should just be left alone at this point, guys. Like, don't feed into it, man. This is the thing that we don't want to fall into as a community. We don't want to fall into stupid internet beefs from behind a keyboard. Like, I stand behind everything I've already said in regards to that. But you know, it's just it's not the message that we're trying to do.
No,
you know, it's not the message that we're trying to push.
You just got to move on. Listen,
Yep.
I got to change my channel name because of a group I'm not going to get into from another community that did complaints on purpose, trying to bring me down. And unfortunately, I had to change my name. But I'd rather be on than off. So at the end, they haven't changed a damn thing.
All right, let's get.
I got TikTok up.
Yeah, click on the full profile.
Here we
What do
go.
you mean? This first one? Bigfoot
No,
follows
the
cat?
full profile. Scroll up a little up and then click on my name.
Oh, okay.
And real quick, how many likes do I have? How many double taps do we have? Because it's my profile, but I represent all of us. So no matter what troll, how many people? 550,000? That's 500,000 people took the time to double tap. We can trick the algorithm all we want with views, but that's 550,000 people double tapped on it. So, you know, we gonna push forward regardless. And I support Littlefoot. That's a cool name. So I think it's a misunderstanding. We shout out all of them that profile. We're not responsible for people in the chat, but we definitely push people to be open-minded and support all communities. But the most recent one is Grisha, and I've been big on Grisha. Evan D from Occult 45 visited my house for the weekend, and all we can talk about is Grisha. I have footage of Grisha, this Bigfoot, driving a car. So again, let's keep it forward. Let's check out these pictures of Grisha. And a couple pictures back is Grisha nighttime footage. Right in the center of it, the third one on the second one down is Grisha nighttime. You can see the eye shine. Grisha is the same Bigfoot that called Igor Burtsev on stage at the Nebraska conference. So again, this is all just revolutionary stuff. 1% of Bigfoot, no. World Bigfoot Radio, I see you in there, Duke. This is some stuff up your alley, bro. Grisha is Alexei saved this dude, this Bigfoot named Greg. Grisha is the translation when he was 14 or 15 years old. So this Bigfoot kind of like has paid respect to this kid as he's grown older and knows him on a personal level. We have face video and everything. I have more than 20 pictures and more than 5 videos of this creature.
That's badass. Fuck.
And he has blonde dreadlocks. And all these videos, there's him by a car checking it out. There's a face shot. That's at nighttime. That's his whole body, blonde dreadlocks, side profile, face picture right there. You can see his dark skin, sunburned by generations. It's amazing. And this dude has crazy interactions on his profile. And again, me and Matt have talked about it for hours. Either it's the most amazing evidence or it's an elaborate hoax, but it goes through Janice Carter, who has grew up with Sasquatch. Her grandfather saved a Sasquatch. She has telepathy with them. She's hold hands with them. She's fed them watermelon out of her hands. It's amazing. And these pictures are unreal. I have a bunch more pictures too. It's at 10,000 views. It'll probably be at 15,000 in the morning. Hopefully 100,000 by the end of the week. We definitely, but yeah, the third one on the second picture is Grisha 2.
Oh,
The third one, second row, yeah, that thermal one. Yep, right there.
Oh,
And this is Grisha 2. And there's another one named Dargon that talks as well. And there's an imp that lives in his barn that I guess has a relationship with a Sasquatch. But the nighttime footage shows his eyes shine, and humans can't do that. Masks can't do that. So at the very bare minimum, that proves it. These are a lot of Todd Standings photos. Hopefully, Matt is going to have Todd on in the next few weeks. I'm really excited for that.
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I would like to. I'm gonna reach out to him. I don't have any promises.
Yeah, I'm speaking things into the existence. That's just me speaking. That's not Matt.
It's amazing stuff.
Matt is very interested in it, and Matt holds a very high,
right there. Go back one. Go back
level
one.
show.
Oh shit! Go back that one.
Oh,
the black one?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Yes.
No, no, right there. Go right there. That one.
Matt, you got it.
Now, is he going to tear some shit up or what?
That's actually two Sasquatches. There's a bigger photo. That one's zoomed
No, that
in.
one's going to mount that one, right? Oh,
yeah, it might be. I see them as brother or sister, but it might be. It might
I thought you were gonna tear that up.
lovers as well. It might have counted at that moment as well.
As an anthropologist, this is fascinating because they're mating in the forest, preparing to. Oh wow,
maybe.
they're behinders.
And anybody, guys, if y'all want to get some TikTok buzz, just duet my videos. My videos are lit enough that you just duet your reaction and be like, yo, this is good or this is BS.
That was
it's gonna get
procreated.
videos, man. It's gonna get views. So definitely do it. Giants of our past. Tartarian frozen giants, giant trolls, giant overseas islands, man. It's amazing. That one, they say people are jumping. So, again, not all photos are going to confirm giants and everything, but I'm just trying to spark conversation and look at the numbers, guys. We have tens of thousands of people conversating about Bigfoot or giants as our ancestors. So, mission accomplished, regardless the skeptics. Man.
I love this TikTok, man. I love this TikTok. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And again, people like who stand on like, I don't use TikTok. That's like saying like, I don't use spoons while eating mac and cheese. Like spoons or fork or eating it straight from the bowl. Like, bruh, it's food. It's nutrients. It's content. There are scientists. There are professionals. There are great researchers that give their blood, sweat, and gears during all this, man. It's special. And the numbers speak for themselves. People are interested.
I love TikTok. Are you kidding me? I'm addicted. Like instant information, fast as you can go.
And lives are the best, man. Having 5,000 people on your swamp hikes in the morning. Come on, man. and this one, I'll be the first one to say it might be digital, but I'm just saying Alfred Pukwudgie and people that say it's digital, I'm not hating on them. Like, I'm all for open conversation.
I love it. Look at that.
I love TikTok. I can't. It's an addiction that I have to walk away from.
Looks like a possessed doll.
I got a phone. Since I got a phone, an Obama phone. I got an Obama phone, and I got TikToks.
Follows cat.
Get your drafts up. That's all I can say. I got 92 drafts. One a day. I could drop a video for the next 3 months. Best believe I'm making new videos every day.
Oh, yeah, I got to add you. I have to add you.
Yeah, everybody should.
I have to add you.
And guys, I recommend sprinting to 1,000. Follow 5,000 people if it takes getting 1,000 followers. Then you can go live. And then, like right now, Eric could be setting up his phone, like on his, nightstand filming all of this, and this is 2 hours and 29 minutes of just content, of new followers coming in, new content. And people might say it's TikTok, but people are people. People are people. We're reaching out to people. We're spreading awareness. People are people, bro.
Yeah, I'm growing slowly, but I'm growing. See, I got some videos here. I'm in the 400s.
Eric's been on his grind, man. That most recent video, I like that. He edited a bunch of my paranormal hikes, man. Like, that's an honor. Again, man, Eric, please, like, I'll pay for my Disney ticket in my birthday, but it's my birthday, bro. When you come into Florida, like, I want to see you. I'll pay for the Disney ticket, but I can't wait, man. Like, buy me dinner or something. It's gonna, gas is gonna be $9.99 at that point.
I know, right?
Yes, more and more and more.
That means plane tickets are gonna go up if gas keeps going up.
Well, what about cat food? There's no cat food.
Hey, Bob, somebody in the chat earlier said that also in Canada, cat food are getting less and less.
Yeah, because I'm just being a scientist, guys. Like, no bullshit aside, I always fuck with people.
Let's do a round the table kind of thing. I'm getting close where I haven't even started on my videos for tomorrow for breaking news. I got a lot to do tonight.
Yeah, cat food is missing everywhere. And cat food is remember, the difference between dogs and cats is that cats are like carnivorous, but 100% when dogs are not. So they're taking pure protein and it's being removed. Pure protein is being removed. So that's no cat food.
So let's do this. So like I said,
eat pure protein. So that's why you have dog food, which is mixed with like potatoes and all kinds of other vegetables. Dogs will get by, but cats can only have proteins, period. So all the cat food is missing. So all the protein is gone. And beef is like getting more and more expensive. It's like, where's all the cows going?
Okay. So let's go around the table so I can get videos ready for tomorrow. So Matt, beyond, I know you're doing Wednesday shows. You got anything else going on by Wednesday? I know you're working on the documentary, but you got anything that you want us to know before we go tonight?
Yeah, man. Next week I'm going to have a guy on named Claude Null. Really good guy. Another guy who happens to be, involved with mind speak and telepathy and has had encounters and stuff with Sasquatch. Somebody who also practices, spirituality and being on a higher plane. After that, going to be off for a week, and then I don't know, man. April's a new month, man. We're going to have all kinds of stuff happening. We'll see. Other than that, though, if you guys ever want to donate to the channel, I have all my links in my description and stuff. I'm not asking for anything, but if you want to donate to the channel, because I know that there was people who said that they wanted to donate a little while ago, and I didn't have those types of platforms up, but I have a Patreon now, where a Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal, I have it all listed up there. Other than that, yeah, just stay tuned for what we're working on. We got some awesome stuff. You guys are gonna really, really enjoy it. So,
I can't wait. But it's hard to ask that question to Connor. I know he's got stuff going on. I know he's got some plans going on. But what do you got going on, Connor?
Oh man, I have tons of interviews planned. It's hard to schedule them all. But I'm super excited for Matt to come to the Panhandle. Evan D from the Occult 45 podcast just came out, and it was just so awesome taking him on my little supernatural tour. I can't wait for Matt to be there, man, because we just talk through the week, and I just hype up all these spots, and I just know he's down in South Florida, and I'm so envious of what he's doing too, man. He's out there working so hard. So again, I'm just so proud of my friends, man, and it's from fear to understanding. The podcast and the documentary and just everything is coming together, man. I'm just so proud of his show. And today, all those videos and pictures were remarkable. Matt, hopefully you'll be able to talk to him about just sharing those on TikTok. And you got 80 and 6 make a video. So, due to division, that's about 11 or 12. Miscount a few, of course. But I'm just so excited, man. Like, put those on TikTok, and can't wait to see you in person, man. I got tons of interviews coming.
Same here.
Amber's Paraworld is hustling on TikTok. Everybody should just be hustling on TikTok. If my goofy butt can have 70,000 subscribers or followers, then all y'all can too. Just stick at it 1,000,000%. But the Void Cat is going to be public next month. Jack McClellan is submitted it to the rest of the film festivals, and now it's coming out for the summer, and the sequel is getting filmed. And I'm also playing a druggy car thief in the next one, and there's going to be a girl in the back of my car, and of course she's going to be like a banshee / goblin, and I'm going to come to some God moments that, am I going to save her? Am I going to have to kill her because she saw my face? But man, I'm just so excited for the future. Tons of podcasts, tons of documentaries, films coming out. Hopefully I'll be on the breaking news tomorrow. But today was just such a good day, and one for the books. And again, when we can get the young guns linking up for some information and taking on some of these old pillars, it's something special, man.
Yeah.
I just gotta make a comment real quick here. You said you haven't. I do, but when I clicked on it for my link, it's broken. So I don't know what happened to my merch store. I don't. I don't. So Nightmare, I'm gonna find out what happened with the link. It takes me there.
On it. You got Gypsy on your title and all your old shit.
It might be.
Gypsy's a bad word.
Well, you're right. I am gonna revamp it. I am working on it.
It's like saying the black. You can't say the black.
Amber's Prayer World. I apologize. I am not an expert on TikTok yet. Connor's been teaching me a lot on it, so I just followed you because I didn't even know how to follow people on it exactly. So I am learning TikTok. I did click on following. I apologize. But Bob,
and Matt,
what do you got?
Matt, I bought you a coffee earlier. I don't know if I missed you mentioning it. Or if you noticed it, but Buy Me a Coffee is a great website to support creators.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Like I said, I won't ask anything from anybody that I wouldn't do myself. Like, I love supporting creators. Like, I'm broke as a joke. I live out of my car in a trailer, but I love supporting creators and just pushing it forward because I believe in that Haley Joel Osment movie, pay it forward. But we do have to take down Kevin Spacey. But everybody, guys, buy a coffee for Matt, buy a coffee for Chad Smith podcast. Do your super chats for Gypsy Road, for Paranormal Highway, anywhere that YouTube and Bill Gates and Zuckerberg really can't touch it. But it's all about the positivity, and you give a little, you get a lot, and sometimes, you give and you get nothing back.
Yeah.
It's all about the bigger picture. And I just love just being a part of this community. And again, it's surreal that my real life friends, Matt Williamson, linking up with Dr. Wu and Gypsy Road, who are like my brothers, but I can't wait to see y'all with my own 4 eyes, of course.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. And I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Amber just sent. Get a link tree or a beacon link. Don't even know what those are, but I'll check.
I can
them
help.
out.
I can help you out with that, Gypsy. I can help you out with the link tree. It's basically what it is where it's a website that'll help you generate a link. So when people click on it, then they can click on all your links. So like all your different YouTube channels, all like everything that you have.
I have a link tree, guys. So all the mods in here, what quick. The F are y'all doing? Not sharing the link tree.
Seven Pearls. Go onto a web browser and put it in. I had to try and do that sometimes. I don't know why it does that every once in a while, where you can't click on the actual link, but you should be able to copy and paste it into a web browser. and you should be able to find it that way.
Okay. Hey,
Also,
I'm
I
always
have
learning.
I have, but yeah, man. Linktree is awesome. Beacons is also awesome. They basically just do the same thing, where they basically give, so that way on all your channels you can just put your beacons link, and then people click on your beacons or your Linktree, and then they can find everything that you do, every platform that you're on. You know, whether you also do multiple podcasts or you have a merchandise store or any of those types of things, you can. Yeah,
Good
OnlyFans.
information.
That is.
Your
That is. I
OnlyFans,
do
your
shows on
Instagram.
Horror
Great
Talk channel
information.
sometimes. You know, I did a show today on Horror Talk
and then
channel.
also teach how to use cell phones. You guys should teach that.
Beyond that, guys, I'm going to end it right here. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank Matt for showing up. This was fun.
Absolutely.
Anytime. We went. I don't know where the conversations went tonight. It went everywhere. But
it went all over the place.
You can't expect anything better than that. And I want to appreciate Matt for showing us footage of his future documentary. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Anytime,
and trolls, you guys, even you trolls, have a good night from all of us.
And Duke Sullivan, World Bigfoot Radio. Have me and Matt on ASAP, man. We the new era of this, man, and you paved the way with open-mindedness. So I definitely respect and represent what you're doing, and I appreciate you even being here, bro, because you were a pillar in this. It's like having Jordan courtside at your game, and hopefully me and Matt just led the team to victory. I scored 42. Matt, you scored 47 and had 9 assists, bro. Good game, bro. But man, I can't wait. You know, it's a Wednesday, it's a hump day, and we already feeling like the weekend. So what a freaking party! Again, you know, hop on the train or get ran over by it. And I am not the conductor, so don't hold me liable. I just hopped out myself.
So beyond that, guys, good night.